is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come in, friends. We are talking all things going live. Appreciate you all joining the live stream. We're going to get started. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have questions. We are getting it going. I am going live here, of course, and we're going to get started on the other side of YouTube as well. I'll just make sure I am co-streaming and turn on the other platforms. So let me know if you have questions. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions. Appreciate you all joining the live. Let me know if you have questions. And then we're going to get to talking and chatting and connecting as we are building our community, friends. So as you guys know, I did not come on live at 10 a.m. today. So I'll talk about that a little bit. I did a little something differently. And so, hello, yes, Michelle, how are you, friend? Okay, so I was just saying on the live, I don't know if you was waiting on me at 10. I didn't get a chance. I was so busy. I didn't get a chance to message you, but I didn't go live here on YouTube because I did a shoppable live on my shop page um, this morning at 10. Um, First of all, trying something new. That was part of it, trying something new, but also partially because I'm traveling this weekend. This is my birthday weekend. My husband and I are doing a quick 3 day cruise, and so I'm not gonna be around Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We come back Monday morning actually, and so you said I was confused. So I didn't go live here because I use my tablet for my shoppable live. My shop page, is Dr. Lisa Shops. So I did it on my shop page and I did a shoppable live because I won't be able to do my shop live because I usually do that in the evenings, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm not going to be here. So I figured I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live. And what I ended up doing was a little different. I went live because one of my products is an air fryer, the Tefal air fryer, and I actually did. I got my gum in my mouth. I'm gonna check it out. I forgot I still had it in my mouth. One of my products is the Tefal air fryer, and I did a cooking demo live. That was my live. It was pretty cool. First time I've ever done that. You say I probably like the rest of you are. It was the first time I had ever done that. Hello, friends who are coming into the live. Appreciate you all being here. I was sharing that I didn't come on my 10 o'clock because I actually did go live on TikTok for a TikTok shop live. So if you're curious about TikTok shop, let me know. Put in the chat. But I did a TikTok shop live and I demonstrated while I was cooking. I was doing a demo live. What did you cook? Okay, so I cooked some breakfast stuff. I had a nice little cute little menu. I did 4 items. I raised the 3 fingers, 4 items. So I did English muffins because the air fryer has a toasting feature. So I demonstrated the toasting feature with my English muffins. So I did breakfast and lunch and then a little bit of dessert with some cookies. So I did English muffins. I did turkey sausage links. I did those as an air fryer option. And then I did this flounder is fish, flounder Florentine, where I had the flounder, the spinach, and some cheese. I did that as my lunch. And then I did some cookies with the liner. You have the liner for the air fryer. I use that to line as well and do the air fryer, showing that feature as well as your baking. So I was baking, and I did them in one line. So I kind of chatted and talked about that because the little rack for the air fryer has that ability to circulate your food and cook it evenly. Well, the rack has like some pretty sizable holes where it's the rack feature. I was like, my cookies are gonna bleed through, aren't they? I gotta kind of dip through, and that's exactly what they did. I knew it was gonna do that because I know how to cook. So, so that's exactly what happened. And but it was fun. It was fun. I'm a talker, so I ended up just talking, and just talking through the process. And then I showed some other products as well. But thank you. I got a call coming through. Thank you all for joining the live. I appreciate you. I know the room went up and down, but we're going to talk about TikTok Shop. Not TikTok Shop. We're going to talk about going live like a pro. And we'll talk about it on TikTok because you guys know I go live over there. But if you are here, make sure you like the live, comment. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And also click the notification so you know when I go live. I do normally go live twice a day. That's at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And so what happened at my 10 o'clock is that I didn't get a chance to show up at 10 because I actually did this TikTok shoppable live because I'm going to be traveling this week. So I was like, let me do it at the 10 and see what happens. It was actually a pretty good turnout. I mean, it wasn't crazy room. It wasn't, but a lot of people showed up, supported. It was fun. I got some other things I'm going to prepare tomorrow as well as on Wednesday. So I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I did today, tomorrow, and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern on my TikTok shop, Dr. Lisa Shops. That's that page, Dr. Lisa Shops. So let me know if you are new to my live. Go ahead and, like I said, click like, and then also um, go ahead and hit that subscriber button if you haven't done so already. And then my moderator, yes, Michelle Crochet, she is in the comments. So make sure you connect with her. She is awesome. She's going to help you with your YouTube channel, with getting it optimized, getting it built up. And so understanding how the rules of engagement here on YouTube and how to grow your channel and then ultimately your community so that you can start monetizing. That's what it's all about, friend. So let me know if you have questions. She is awesome. So definitely connect with her. Yes, this is a professional channel. We say it all the time. So if you are under 18, this is probably not the channel for you. So make sure you are connecting with people who is for you, friend. Thank you so much. If you have questions, though, we are here to answer them. Michelle's in the chat. She will answer questions, and we will get started in just a second. We will get started in just a second. Let me see. Setting up my titles and stuff on the YouTube. I feel leaving 30 minutes. Appreciate your friend. I appreciate all the support. It is awesome. Appreciate all that you're doing. Once I know this week was hit and miss for both of us. Let me know if you do want to connect though. I obviously not on Friday, but let me know if you want to try to find a day to connect. If not, we can connect next week. That's totally fine. Uh, so we'll get it back on a regular schedule. Thank you all for coming to the live. We're going to get started in just a few seconds, and then we're going to get to chatting up. And, some of my friends who joined the live this morning, um, they're going to come back and we'll see how things went for them as well. But I appreciate you all coming in, supporting the live. Appreciate you all. Make sure if you are new, go ahead and click that like and then subscribe and say hello. Put it in the chat. Let us know you're here so we know who's in the room. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all joining. We are here. We are live. Duchess, thank you for joining. Appreciate you coming in. We are live here on the TikTok streets. How you doing, Joey? Thank you so much for joining as well. How you doing, my friend Lisa? Come on in. We are talking all things live. Appreciate everybody putting it in, coming on in. How you doing, Leia? Appreciate you joining the live. Thank you so much. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you have questions. So we're just getting started, you guys. I'm talking, obviously, so some of you probably don't know this. I do co-stream, so I'm co-streaming. What are you doing today? I am talking all things go live, friend. So I do this in a way to make sure my friends, as you're thinking about your journey, as you're thinking about monetizing, as you're thinking very strategically about what do you want to do that's drastically different than what you've been doing in the past, this is the space to be. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. This is the space to be because we're going to talk about how do you level up? How do you think intentionally about your journey? Sometimes we sit back and we're like, why is this happening to me? Why do I continue to be in this space? What's going on? I'm going to tell you with confidence that some of it might be you. You need to change what you're doing, change your outlook, change the people who are in your ear, and make sure that you're around people who are going to uplift you and elevate you, and make sure that you are seeing yourself in different spaces and opportunities. You see yourself in the same place, that's where you're going to be. So you're going to have to shake it up and change things around, friends. Come on in. Thank you so much. This live is all about going live. My friend on YouTube, she's like, what is this live about? It's go live like a pro. Make sure you understand how to become a live host. How do you promote yourself? How do you brand yourself? And then ultimately, how do you encourage and build up your community so that you're offering value? And then ultimately a solution for people who are looking for that. How you doing, Sarah? Thank you so much. You said hi. Sarah, I got your message. I saw it. and interesting. I would say that interesting. I meant to comment. I think I got distracted by I had got off my live and had to call my daughter. My daughter's in the study abroad in Italy, so I was like trying to multitask, and I didn't get a chance to respond back. But I do remember reading your message. So yeah, that's interesting. So I don't know what's going on, but I still haven't heard anything about my situation. But that's pretty telling. I got distracted by a new live opportunity. What happened? What happened? Tell me. Going well, doing well. Shake it up, shake it up. Yes, new love, a new love opportunity. Wait a minute. New live, a new love. Let me know, Vivian. I'm intrigued. Is it a new love or new live? You corrected. You said new love. Look at you. Okay, Fred. What's the new? Is it a human or is it like an object? What is it? Real? Is it what is it? What is it? How you doing, Coach Rhonda? Thank you so much for coming in. You said new love, new love. Let me know, friend. You like, look here, Dr. Lisa, I'm in love. So this whole live thing has been put on the back burner. I think that's what I understood from that comment, but let me know if that's where you were going with that. I don't. Maybe you wasn't going there. Yes, a whole human man just distracted. Oh wow, that's so funny. That is funny. You said, look here. Vivian said, I want to go live, but look here, this whole human man, I'm in love. I love that. I love that. Is it a love story like you found them on the social media streets and y'all just started clicking, or is it a workplace where I got questions. Okay, we gonna start doing the matchmaking on this particular live. You said it's scandalous. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Well, wait a minute. This got a turn, but you said you in love, so okay. Okay, I'm Vivian. I get it, friend. Sometimes the heart has no control. You got to go with what you feel your heart and mind wants you to go with, friend. I get it. So yes, going live might need to take a back burner while you while you sort out your love affair, friend. I'm just gonna say that. How you doing, Cam? How you doing, friend? And so yes, congratulations. I guess we're gonna cheer. We gonna cheer for you. For you said, I am in love, Dr. Lisa. All that you talking about right now, I can't hear it. I don't understand it. I can't engage. You said, I'm in love. No, my friend Vivian. Vivian just said, hey, I had a new love opportunity. She put live, so I was like, okay, new live opportunity. She said, no, new love. I said, well, wait a minute, which one is it, love or live? She said, no, it's love. I was like, oh. I said, is it a man? Is it real? Or what is it? We're talking about opportunity. What is this? She said, no, it's a whole human man that is distracting me. I love that. And she said, it's scandalous. I'm like, oh, okay. I love it. Now, hey, I'm not, hey, see no evil, hear no evil, know no evil. I ain't here to judge. That is not my job, but that is not my place. But you in love, sweetheart. So just take it one day at a time. Just stay in love and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. I'm not here to pass judgment at all. You said it's scandalous. So enjoy it. And if it is not time for you to go live, don't. It just ain't time. It just ain't time. That's it. But yes, so appreciate you sharing that, Vivi. You said a whole human man. She said scandalous. Do you? Y'all say go with it. Go with it. Hey, we only got so many days on this earth, and at the end of the day, sometimes we just need to go with the heart. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I don't. I'm not here to pass judgments because you said scandalous. Because my mind went like, ooh. But at the same time, you said I'm in love. So hey, It is what it is. We grown. We are a whole grown people. So enjoy yourself, friend. Thank you so much. You seem nice. Thank you so much. So say you seem nice. Our kids were. Ooh. Oh, that is kind of scandalous, y'all. So the kids, you said you use the word. See, here's what I do. I just say words. You use the word. Our kids were dating. So they not dating no more, but they got to see mom and daddy dating. Oh Lord, they broke up. I keep wanting to cheer, and then I'm like, this ain't no cheering now, Lisa. This might be a laughter moment. But look here, they broke up, so y'all dating now. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. How you doing, friends? Joanne, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is hilarious. Hilarious. So you said now y'all dating and the kids that broke up. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Do you have the son or the daughter? Let me just ask, Vivian. I just have to ask which part of this relationship is yours? Is your daughter or is it your son? Because you got the daughter. Yikes. Yikes. Who broke up with who? Don't tell me the daughter got broken up with. Who broke up with who? Lord, this is scandalous. This is scandalous. Ooh. You know, girl, because I'm a girl mom. I got boys too, but them girls can be hard. Them girls can be like looking at you. She might be like, "Mama, now, Mama, now why are you doing this?" Mama, don't do that to me. Mama is gossiping. I love it. I love it. You said bring her up, Doc. I'm not going to expose Vivian. Vivian out here in love. Let's look here. Vivian is in love. So we just go, we just gonna say, at the end of the day, let my friend be in love. We're gonna let her be in whole love and let her have her peace. And at the end of the day, we will not put her out in the whole TikTok streets. But she is having a good time. I love it. I love it. You said bring her up, Doc. We want to hear the story. Now, Vivian, it's up to you. If you want to share your story, hey, you are welcome to, friend. I don't want to say that it's up to you. It's totally up to you, friend. How you doing, the urban educator? How you doing? How you doing, Luna? Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochet, she is in the chat. She is monitoring the chat on my YouTube channel. I appreciate you, friend. I had to tell yes, Michelle, and the YouTube folks, I was on the other side of TikTok streets. I was in the TikTok shop streets at 10 o'clock this morning. So I didn't go live on my YouTube channel. So I had to make sure I gave my apologies and explanation for why I was not on my usual 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., and 4 p.m. time slot. But I was in the TikTok streets because I was doing the TikTok shop live. I had a good time, you guys. That was new for me. That was absolutely new for me in terms of doing the cooking demo. So it was fun. It was different. It was different. She said she's already sharing. Vivian, hey friend, the community wants to know, friend, but hey, Vivian is in love, so hey, her daughter will be fine. She will get past this. She will be okay. It's scandalous today, but it's gonna be okay tomorrow. So everybody will be fine. Matters of the heart. People have a little feelings about it, but at the end of the day, mom and dad have connected, and that's what was meant to be. That's what I tell people. That was meant to be. That was meant to be. Sometimes things happen for a reason, and it's not always the way we planned it, but it's the way that it was supposed to be planned out. Coach Miss Jessie, you said it this morning. You said it in your live. You said, hey, our universes were supposed to collide. We were all supposed to meet, and that's what we're doing. We connected. We're building community. That's what's happening. We're building community, and that's what this is all about. So I am so enjoying the ride, and so is my friend Vivian. She is enjoying the ride as well. So go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. I appreciate you, friend. You welcome to come up though. If you want to tell your story, we here to listen. We here to listen. We listen and we do not judge. Okay. He said 100 facts. Love it. That's what it's all about, friends. Thank you all for coming in. Make sure you like the live, share the live out. Appreciate you all joining in. What you said? What did I miss? Vivian came in. I mean, I was just saying that, y'all. You go live. You want to continue to go live. Don't live. You know my messages. I always have my little positive messages about going live. My YouTube friend asked a question. Vivian said she wrote she did a typo where she said she's not she's in love. A new opportunity came about, so she's in love, and I'm sorry, in live. And I was like, you got a new live opportunity. I was like, she was like, no, a new love opportunity. So that's what that was. And I said, well, new love opportunity. I said, is it real? Is it human? What is it? She said, no, it's a whole human new man. Okay. So she just came out and just told me her love life, her love affairs. Oh, we love love. Yes, we do love love. But she said it was scandalous. So the scandalous part was that her daughter, and her beau's son were dating, and they broke up, and now mom and dad are dating. So now that's happening. So she was sharing that. How you doing, Gina Moore? Appreciate your friend. And so that's where we was like, oh, spill the tea. Look why Luna said, oh. Luna, we still love love. We still love love, friend. You said, yikes. We still love love. That's the hey, you said we do, we do, we do. Love precedes all. We just gonna love and let love live. How you doing, Gina? Appreciate your friend. Yes, growing with grace. Thank you so much for that daily heart, me friend. Yeah, that was fun. It was just a fun conversation. She said she was in love, so she could not go live. So live hosting has been put on the back burner. Sorry, my daughter came in. Oh Lord. Vivian said, y'all ain't gonna get me talking about y'all on this internet. I had to leave. My daughter came in the room. That daughter probably looking at you real side-eyed, mama, like, what? Hey, grow with grace. How you doing, friend? So yeah, we just sitting here chatting it up a little bit. Thank you so much. I'm having a good time with my friend Vivian, sharing her love life with us, and so we so appreciate you. Thank you so much, friends that's coming in. So appreciate the support and all the interesting information. TikTok gave us a flash goal. So the flash goal is roses, not the daily heart meal. So thank you, TikTok. Thank you for being nice. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate TikTok being nice to me, because TikTok will throw a curveball and give me the heart me when all of y'all have come in and already gave your heart me. So that's what happened. Thank you so much, Honest Reviews. Appreciate your friends. I see all y'all coming in. Coach Jesse, Gina. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda, Vivian. Appreciate your friend. Come on in. Appreciate everybody giving their roses so we can get the flash goal complete. We got one more rose and we are done. So that's you know what? It's one rose per person. TikTok tries to try us. That's what happens, y'all. Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. How you doing, Susan? How's everything going? All my friends coming in. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. How are you, dear? I'm pretty well, Anthony. Thank you for asking. Appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Ask her. She didn't hear. Vivian, the room wants to know if you would like to come up and give um, a little bit more about your story. It's totally up to you, friend. Oh, I sent you all seven, did you, friend? You said, oh no. Y'all are not gonna get Vivian in trouble up in here. Vivian said, look here. No, no, no. Y'all not gonna get the daughter already came in the room, y'all. So we can't get her all riled up. You know, Vivian gotta live with the daughter. We can't have that happen to our friend Vivian. Vivian is in love. Let love live. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let love live. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Michelle, because I was going sideways. Appreciate you, friend. Yes. So Vivian, I appreciate you sharing that. She said I could not go live yet. She is not, live is on the back burner while love is on the front burner, and that's what's happening, y'all. So she is loving life right now, and I appreciate you sharing that, friend, because that's what this is all about. We want to make sure we're enjoying ourselves in this life that we have and doing things that are for us, things that we want to do, and there's sometimes we do things so much for other people, pleasing other people, and we don't get a chance to please ourselves and make sure that we're happy and our happiness matters. And so that's what this is all about. And for me, this was my opportunity. I see the food. This was my opportunity to make sure that I'm doing something for me. And it's been such a great ride. I have to tell you that. Oh, it gets better. He's on TikTok and has a large following. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What just happened? I missed something. Your comment must have got filtered. Vivian, did your comment get okay? Wait a minute, Vivian. He's got a large following on TikTok. Oh Lord, I missed the whole comments on that. Wait a minute. Oh wow. Oh wow, friend. Yes. I'm over here chatting and Vivian and came out. Vivian, you didn't start a whole soap opera here. Wait a minute. We didn't went back in the day with us. You got a whole storyline. All my children. What in the world? So he's on TikTok and has a large record. Thank you so largest. Okay, look at you. Yeah, I know. Wait a minute. Thank you so much for being here, Emmy. Thank you for is it Emmy? Thank you for sharing your time with us. Yes. Oh my goodness. You are creeping. Oh wow. Well, that's beautiful, friend. I'm just gonna say that is beautiful. Just keep doing you, friend. That's what it's all about. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. You said he has a large following, so she can't come on the screen like this. She can't be telling all his business and her business on the TikTok streets. Okay? Now I can see. Thank you. Yes, Michelle. Appreciate you. I can see if she was on the YouTube streets. But she over here on TikTok, and he got a large following over here, y'all. So we gotta make sure we are respectful of what's happening here, okay? And then Vivian, are you gonna tell us the kids on TikTok too? So the kids are probably following both y'all pages. They've seen the interaction unfold. They've seen it in person too. So I'm sure this is a whole ordeal, friend. But no, I appreciate you. Now is he a live host? Let me know. He has a large following. Is he a live host too? So I wonder if that's the case. Thank you so much for the rose, Michelle. Appreciate your friend. Yes, Michelle, she's in the building. She came over to say hi. You said yes, he's a live host, y'all. He's a live host. Well, y'all need to go live together. That's what I would say, friend. Go live together. Go live together. Enjoy yourself. Y'all make it a team affair. Y'all go in and go live and enjoy yourselves that way. And talk about, life, love, relationships. People need guidance like that. There's a lot of people on here. You said this is juicy. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you. My mod is just Michelle Crochets. Connect with her. She can help you with your YouTube channel. Make sure you are building that other platform too. I'm going to tell you guys that because you want to be intentional about your growth strategy. Thank you so much, friends. I see you all on YouTube. Appreciate you coming in. Make sure you like the live and subscribe as well. I've got goals for training up in TikTok. He doesn't know that. Okay, there we go. There we go. And that's totally fine. Y'all relationship is still blooming and blossoming. He's done what he needs to do for his channel. He's growing it. He's doing things like that. Pay attention to his strategies. Come get these strategies over here. Grow your channel. Start going live as well. Build up your community and still stay in love, friend. Still stay in love. Thank you so much, friends who are on the YT. So why are you pausing your journey? She not pausing her journey. She said love is distracting. That's what she said. Now we're gonna assume that she still is. She has goals. Is distracted. Yeah, it's not paused. It's just a little distraction there right now. So she's gonna get the training. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. So why? So do you have a strategy to grow here? Um, you Honesty. Let me answer. Are you asking me or are we asking Vivian? Let's. So I just want to make sure we're asking. Well, if you asking me, let me know, friend. Bring up his strategies. You said, but I'm here. Honestly, let's just make sure. I'm like sharing is caring. He said the strategy to grow on TikTok. You want me to tell you honestly? Is that what you're asking? The strategies to grow on TikTok? Let me know if you're asking me. Because there's a couple things I would tell you to do, friend. So you definitely want to engage. We're gonna talk about that. You say yes. Okay, friend. Okay, so here's what we're gonna say. Now I don't know Vivian's her Bowl's room and his name. We're gonna if she wanna share it, that's fine. But assume you went into a room that has a high amount of people that are there. A lot of those engagement rooms, the rooms where the room is rooming, and you have probably 200 plus people. I tell people all the time, those rooms you go there for a strategic purpose. If you're trying to grow, maybe you're trying to get TikTok shop, maybe you're trying to hit a milestone of 5K um, or 10K or something like that. In between then, let me say this. You also want to make sure you're going live. Okay. So live strategy is important too. So when you start going live, people will start engaging your room. How you doing, Diamond? People will start coming to your room. They're going to connect with you. You'll grow that way. So that is a strategy. I don't want you to underestimate the power of going live and connecting with people, and people getting a sense of your topic, and you're being intentional about who you're talking to. So again, engaging with people who are your target audience or content that is addressing people who are your target audience. So keep that in mind. So you want to be strategic in that way. You also want to be strategic in going to those grow rooms. As you comment, as you like those lives, as you engage with people who are in the chat, you can follow up to 200 people a day. And so you want to make sure those people, you want to put comments in there where they can follow you back. So they may say you want to avoid words like scooped and follow and gotcha and connected, because oftentimes TikTok will block those words, so your comments may get filtered and you don't even realize they're filtered. So just keep that in mind. That's something to pay attention to. Thank you so much, Michelle. Appreciate you. But then also when it comes to gifting, you're gonna spend some time in those lives and spend a little bit of coins so that you are seen at the top where you're gifting and you're hanging up top. How you doing, Derek? Appreciate you. Where you're hanging up top, where people where you send a gift, maybe a popular vote, rose, heart puff, something like that, and you hit it real slow. You click those coins. So you might do 10 at a time, but in that 10 seconds, you're hanging up there maybe 20 seconds, 25 seconds, because you hit the coin really slowly, and people see you. As you're hanging up top, people you tend to stay up top a little longer if you click it. How you doing, Nika Grace? Come on in, friend. Appreciate your friend. And so just know that that's a strategy. So my friend Derek, you doing it real slow. That's it. That's exactly it. Your pace is perfect, and so that allows him to stay up there, even though it's small. He's going slow. He's hanging up there a little longer, and so in those rooms are growing and get people are coming up. But if you are really strategic, you click it real slow. You hang up there longer, as you could tell. You hang up there much longer. He just gave 10 cents, and in doing that, he hung up there longer. So just know that that's part of it. So it's almost like 1,000, 1,000. So you're doing it real slow. So you get to stay longer. You want to spend some time doing that. That's a strategy that you have to invest a little bit of time and some money, okay? So that you can grow quickly. That is a growth strategy. Now, I tell you guys all the time, when you go in those rooms, when you lay down flies, you wake up with fleas. So not everybody's going to follow you. People are going to unfollow you. Some of those people are going to be banned accounts, meaning that TikTok's going to take their account away. So you want to make sure that you do account checks and you are strategic about your growth. Emma, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. Um, and so you want to be strategic about how you do it. And then you want to look at people's bio. How you doing, D. Rob Law? You want to look at people's bios so that you are ideally connecting with people that maybe people you want to connect with, people who you want to hopefully become engaged viewers of your content, engaged viewers of your lives. So just kind of think about it from that perspective. Ideally, you're just there for a goal. If you have a goal in mind, you're there for a goal. I did 21 popular votes earlier and stayed up there for 3 minutes. That's it. That's it. Yeah, 3 minutes. Wow. Yeah, that's huge, Nika. And how many followers did you get off that? Tell me. Do you know? Do you know what you grew? Let me say this. I meant to say that in Miss Jessie's room because you were you in the early 700s? Like you got 100 people from that, didn't you? I'm gonna say you got close to 100 because I think last time I saw you, you were like 730 in the 720s. I feel like I saw that recently. I looked at your follower count, and you've grown. I never thought of that. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome, Derek. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the demo. Appreciate you, friend. But yeah, so that's what it's all about. You'll see yourself, you'll see the growth from that. And so it is a strategy. It is something you want to do strategically. Like I said, you spend some coins doing it. But again, you're not going to break the bank. You want to be strategic about how you do it. We are driving through Oregon in the mountains, so my internet is in and out. Okay, friend. Okay. Nice thing. That's right. You guys said you were traveling this week. Okay. Appreciate you being here. Um, but yeah, so that is a growth strategy. So you hang up there, you dipped in and out. Who I dipped in and out? Let me know. Me or Nika? I think you're talking about Nika, but let me know. Is my volume going, my signal going in and out? TikTok will TikTok me. It's been really interesting in terms of what it's doing for my lives yet recently. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. Make sure you like the live, comment, and if you haven't done so far, go ahead and subscribe. And so definitely do that. And so yeah, so that is a strategy to grow. No, the oh yes, the grow rooms. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So again, being strategic about why you go there is important. So again, if you're so for example, we'll say this for Nika, she's potentially looking to get TikTok shop. So her goal now is she's paying attention to her follower count. She's trying to grow her followers. She's trying to be intentional about what she's doing. And so she's growing. So she's there to try to get closer to 1,000. She's trying to be a little bit more strategic and intentional about that strategy. So she's looking to go to those rooms because of that. And so some of my other friends in the room, similar. That was their strategy. Let's get in and get out. You're there for a purpose. You're not there to stay forever. You're there for a purpose, and you are there to be strategic and intentional about your growth. So you're going to comment a little bit. You're going to connect with a few people. You're going to say something that's very thoughtful. The live host is probably giving a gem or some nugget. You might comment off that and be like, "Oh, this was great. I appreciate you sharing that tip for how I should do X, Y, Z. Oh, your story is so impactful, so powerful." So you say that, and then you might get pinned. You might get pinned at the top because again, you're engaging. Okay. I'm also almost 5K. That's why I go to those rooms. There we go, friend. That's it. That's it. You go. Oh yeah, you got 1,000 more. Awesome, awesome. There's one named Gracella that goes good. That does good. Lots of people in the room, and she pins you. Yep, yep. So that's another one. So that's good. She's a good one. It's me, Kaya. That might be her name. It's me, Kaya. I think that's her name. Our room usually rooms a lot in the evening too. She's a roomer. Yeah, I think that's her name. It's me, Kaya. First account, I was very intentional. Second account, well, yeah, first account, I'm gonna say first account, Coach Jesse, you were similar to Nika. Nika's been very intentional with her growth strategy too. So she's been intentional. I think lately she's probably tried to. Are you trying, Nika, to kind of expand a little bit more? But I know she was very intentional about who she was connecting with. But now it's time to expand, so you can have more opportunities open up to you, especially after you get over 1,000. You can get a clickable link. Um, TikTok Shop pilot program can open up for you. It's over 1,000. I don't like to tell people exactly at 1,000 because I think people get stuck in their head like, oh, I got 1,000, I should get it. No, it usually doesn't unlock until like 12, 1,500, 2,000. It's a little weird. So you got to be careful. I don't want you to feel like, oh, why didn't it open for me right at 1,000? It will eventually, but it does take a little bit over 1,000 to do. It does take over 1,000. So just keep that in mind when it comes to TikTok Shop. And then ultimately, when it comes to making sure you're not following any banned accounts, because again, those grow rooms, when you go to those grow rooms, I tell you guys all the time, you lay down with flies, you're gonna wake up with fleas. Okay, I mean, I'm sorry, lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. Y'all know what I meant. So so those dogs, I'm not saying that the people are dogs, I'm just saying some of their behaviors, their accounts is not conducive to TikTok, so their account gets banned for whatever reason. And essentially, um, you got to make sure you remove those banned accounts. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you real quick how to remove those banned accounts, because I don't want you guys to get caught up in that. Okay, um, honest honesty. Let me know if you're still here. You asked this question. I went down this path, friend. I don't think she in a room no more, y'all. I didn't say all this information. That's okay. That's okay. I'm here for you all. Hey, Miss Darlene, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Some of them need to go to grow rooms themselves. Exactly. Yeah, some of them do. So, sometimes it's I think people need to understand the etiquette too. Those rooms are not really TikTok doesn't favor those rooms a lot. However, they are part of a monetization strategy. So, just kind of keep that in mind too. So, those rooms you want to be intentional about how that works. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I appreciate your friend. Good evening. How you doing? They appreciate all the shares and the support. So with those rooms, you want to make sure that you go ahead and remove any banned accounts. So if those accounts, thank you so much. How you doing? The short stuff. Hey, friends. With those accounts, people will, like I said, TikTok will remove those accounts. If you go to your profile, you click your followers or your following, click either number. Doesn't matter which number. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Doesn't matter which number, you're going to click one of those numbers, and then ultimately, what will happen is that you are ultimately what's going to happen is that you're going to click those, and then you'll see where you can um, type in the word. There's a search bar at the top. Type in the word user, USER, and when you type in the USER, you can see who are the banned accounts. Thank you so much. Let's see. Appreciate your friends. Thank you so much for the popular votes. Some of the hold on one second. They must favor them. The room runners have a bazillion followers. Like I said, I think it's a mixed bag with TikTok, because essentially those rooms are monetizing for TikTok and for the live hosts. People are gifting, people are rooming, the room is rooming, all that is happening. It's people sending the popular votes. Thank you so much for that. Popular votes, roses, donuts, some other gifts. So it is helping the room. It is helping TikTok, of course, as well. So all of that matters to TikTok and its overall preference for those rooms. But just know that at the same time, some of their behaviors can sound as if they're manipulating the room, and that's what TikTok doesn't like. So you got to be careful about what's said. And then you get a lot of people in the room, and they're using language like scooped and following, gotcha, and all this other stuff. And TikTok's like, hold up, none of that, none of that. That's too what do they call it? Fake engagement. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful in that way, and that's why I said you got to be careful about the language you use and how it's done. Thank you so much, D. Rob. Appreciate your friend becoming a title gifter. Look at your friend. Thank you for that. Most of the people in the room need to come here. They're saying all kinds of things they shouldn't. Exactly. They shouldn't. And like I said, they'll get blocked or banned, or that room will get flagged. So that's the combination of things could happen. The one I was talking about was also one that I had the gifting timeout for the other day. See? Yep. Yep. So all that happens, like I said, it will catch up with them. It does catch up. So thank you so much, T. I appreciate that. It will absolutely catch up. And so as you are in those rooms, just be mindful of how you behave, and then get out. Don't stay forever. Don't stay forever. Okay. Make sure you get out and in. So you're gonna type in the word user in that search bar for when you go to the on your profile, hit the follow or the following number. There's a search bar, type in the word user, USER. User is what TikTok gives you. They give that to you in the beginning when you first start your account. That's what they do. They take you back to the user status when they take your account away and they take your photo away. Okay, your image. So click the image that should have been there. So if you see user with all the numbers and if you see user with all the numbers, hold on, I was telling me I was going to restart my computer. I'm like, oh, are we going to restart it? What's going on? Feels seedy and it does. It does. It feels a little icky. Like, ooh, should I be here? Should I not? We're here late at night undercover. Yes, it does feel very icky. Has this ick feeling. So just know that you're there for a reason, friend. You are not staying. You are not pulling up to their kitchen table, taking your shoes off. You just there for a reason. Okay? You're gonna come get the package, get what you need, and you're gonna dock the door and leave. Okay? So that's the way you operate in there. It is not forever. So, and because of that, you got to recognize if you're in rooms like that. I mean, those live hosts, they're really good with keeping people engaged and entertained and the pinning and the grow and all this stuff. But it doesn't become something that over time you want to do in a sustainable way. And so some of those rooms they do continue to do that same motion, that same process from day in, day out. And I think over time, and I've been into a couple of them where you could tell that their energy level is like, okay, I'm doing this again today. Okay, y'all, here's what we talking about. We're gonna do this, and you can tell that they're not wanting to continue on that vein, but they now have created that type of room for themselves. Um, and so a lot of them try to transform what they're doing, and they try to pivot a little bit. So you'll see that I've seen actually two people do that, where they pivot from being what was considered a grow room to now almost more of a learn room. That's what they're trying to be, more of a learn room. So you'll see that strategy go play out as well. Hello, happy. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. And that's fine. That's fine. But just like I said, know what you're getting into. Know what you're doing in that space. So after you put in the user, you click the image with no photo. You'll see very clearly because it'll take you to that page, that profile for that follower, friend, or following, and it will have ban account ban right in the middle. Hey friend, how you doing? It's very B Avery B. Thank you so much for being here. So I have very clearly this room is a learn room. There we go, friend. That's what it is. That's what we're doing here. And so they'll have very clearly, how you doing, Happy? Hey, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, friend. So it'll say account banned. You want to remove those banned accounts. You can't continue to follow them. It looks as if your numbers are inflated. Your numbers are not the numbers that they truly are because you're following banned accounts. And TikTok wants you to try to get in different programs, create a rewards program, or even TikTok shop. It will say detect fake engagement. So be careful about that. So you definitely want to go check this probably I would say well, at least once a week, maybe every 2 to 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a goal in mind. Maybe you're trying to get TikTok shop and you're like, oh, wait a minute, let me check to see if I got any banned accounts. Because you want to be clear that your numbers, your followers are not accounts that are not legitimate or active accounts. I did an account check after going in there today. There we go. Did you have any? Did you have any fake banned accounts on your account? Let me know. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for being in the room. If you are new to the room, put new in the chat. I'm happy to answer questions. And so the other thing, what you're gonna do is click that right corner. It'll be an arrow up there. And hello, how are you? I'm doing well, Gwen. How you doing, friend? No, but I do it often. There we go. Yeah, when I check, I usually will find anywhere between 1 to 4 any given time I've checked. So I've checked pretty frequently. So anywhere between 1 to 4 of those accounts I have to remove. Yep. So it's time for me to check again. I think I checked maybe last Sunday or Monday. So it's been a good 7 days. So I need to check again. Last time you had 12. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So and like I said, I know you have been going to some of those engagement rooms, but that is what happens. Those engagement rooms, there's bots in there. There's again people who are doing some shady stuff on these TikTok streets, and TikTok's like, enough, enough. We're gonna ban you. Wow, I might go down to 3K if I check. Oh Lord, don't do it. Don't, you got to do it, friend. You got to do it. You got to do it. Just go ahead and do it. Bite the bullet. Remove them. Yes. Cost me all that money for fake followers. Yes. So be careful. Like when I say you when you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas, y'all. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention. So those rooms, it does cost you a little bit of time, effort, and money. But hopefully you'll get, like I said, it's part of a strategy, and you'll get what you need. You say you have to check because TikTok sure will. Yes, TikTok sure will. And here's this. How do you remove them? Okay, so here's the thing about it. TikTok don't remove them for you. So they ban the account. And I personally think this. Let me say this out, y'all. It ain't ideal, but I think if you normalize the fact that, you know what, once a week, same way they renew the gift gallery, same way that activates and re updates each week, your account, your followers will re update each week. And if you got banned accounts, those are swept out. I personally think I would appreciate that. Now you gotta tell people what you're about to do. TikTok, they would definitely have to give people a heads up, because you don't want to be that person that said, "Hey, wait a minute, I had 10,000 followers, now I got 8,000," because they took 2,000 followers away because of your numbers being fake banned accounts. But I think that helps to normalize the situation, so you don't have to go in and check all the time. But I don't know. Maybe it's a good practice to go in and check your followers and followings. I don't know. So to remove them, here's what you're doing. When you click and you see that account banned, so you can click the image that's been removed. You typed in the word user with all the numbers, well, user, and then that's the ones with all the numbers behind it. And there's no image there, no photo where the profile photo would be. You click that photo, it'll take you to that account. In the middle, it'll say account banned, clear as day. In the top right corner is a red is an arrow in the top right corner of that profile page. You click that, the drop down screen will show an option for you to remove the follower, block the follower. So you can remove the follower. If it's a friend or a follower, you can remove them. If it's someone you're following, that option is probably not going to be there. So you can go back to your followers, following, friends. Okay? So the followers are the people who are following you. The friends are the people you're following back. So you're following them, they're following you. Y'all follow each other. The following are the people you are following. So if you go to the following column, if it says following next to their name, it says following. If you click following again, it turns it back red, meaning that you're not following them. You unfollowed them because they're red now. So you could do that too. That's a great way to do it. You just go down the line and unfollow and make them red again. So you make them red again. You could do that on a friend size too. I think if it says friends, you can turn it back red. If it says message, you need to go in, click the profile, and remove that follower. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. So yeah, that's how you remove them. So when you want to do that check, like I said, you want to do that at least once a week, if not a couple times a week. Because when you do it, ideally, if you have a goal, for my friend Gwen, if you had a goal where you're trying to get TikTok shop, Gwen, we're gonna give you some homework. Gwen, I just clicked your profile. It says no bio. So you got to put words in your bio. That's important because, first of all, the very first reason is because you want to let TikTok know who you are, what you're all about, what your page is about, what type of content you're going to produce, what's the overall keywords, theme, message, category that you want to focus on. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's finance, maybe it is spiritual uplifting. Hello, thank you so much, friend. Maybe it is humor. So you decide relationships. So you decide kind of what those keywords. You have up to 80 characters you can put. Then how you doing, friend? And then you can TikTok will use that to obviously as people are searching for things that match your profile, match your category, you could come up in their feed. So that's part of search engine optimization. So those keywords are important. Ideally, your content will align with those keywords too. So everything is aligned. So TikTok again will use that as a way to send your content out to people who are interested in it. So when you post, they usually send it out to your followers, and then they send it out to other people too, maybe about 300 other um, people in the app that have an interest in that type of category, that content. The other thing is for when you come live. When you come into someone's live, we always are clicking the profile. We want to see who you are and what you're about. So when we were talking about these engagement rooms, these grow rooms, when we were talking about these rooms, we were really talking about them in the sense that if you're being strategic about it, you are going to click that person's profile. You're going to see what their bio says. You're going to decide if that's a person you want to follow or follow back. So you're going to make a conscious decision about that. Part of the thinking and the consciousness in those grow rooms is that everybody will follow each other. You will follow somebody and they'll follow you back. That's the whole purpose of it. You ain't got to do that. Let me just be clear about that. It's your prerogative. Now, you can't just let everybody follow you. You should be following some people back. But at the same time, just know that that's your prerogative. And so you can decide who you want to follow. And you could be very strategic and say, okay, you know what? I'm not following anybody back who does not have a bio. So that's my rule. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that. And so just be cognizant of having a bio because people might want to follow you. And then they may ultimately want to come to your content and engage and then come to your live stream and engage too. Hello, new here, new to growing my business, my TikTok business. Appreciate your friend. That's what this is all about. What's your business? Your profile got cut off for me. What's your business? Midlife edit. Appreciate your friend. Put that in the chat. And if you are a live host, put in the chat. We're gonna get some engagement points. Put in the chat that you are a live host. Put with time zone, and topic. So put that in there. And if you are a loyal viewer that knows how to engage, put that in the chat as well. Okay. Yes, that's most important because you want to be an engaged viewer. So if you are here, and I tell people all the time, your views matter as much as your comments. You got to comment skincare, makeup, and perimenopause. Appreciate your friend. Do you go live? Let us know if you go live as well. Loyal viewer that knows how to engage. Appreciate your friend, Nika Grace. Thank you so much. I teach AI for business and productivity on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Is that it? PM? What times? What time zone? Also some random times. I love it. He said I do the pop-ups too. I have gone live 4 times so far. Awesome. Well, that's what it's all about. 3 p.m. Eastern. How you doing? AI with Tracy. Appreciate you coming in. Still figuring it all out. Well, you're in the right room. I teach about how to figure it out. I want you to go live like a pro. That's what we're talking about today. Go live like a pro today. And then I also want you to understand kind of some of the different things you need to do as a viewer. Because I tell people all the time, your views and your engagement as a viewer matters just as much as it does as a live host. Okay? So you want to be intentional about how you're viewing, how you're engaging, how you're growing in the live that you're viewing, and then you take that to your live. So here's this is pretty much the cyclical cycle that you're in. So if you are an engaged viewer and you're leveling up, how you doing, season? You're leveling up because you have your level, your blue box. Your blue box is growing. So my friend, midlife, you're level 14. Excuse me, you're level 14. Thank you for the follow, friend. Thank you so much for that. You're level 14. So as you're engaging, you're growing. Um, your engagement then becomes part of how you teach your followers how to engage back with your live. So if you're not an engaged viewer and you don't understand the rules of engagement, what's going to happen is when you go live, you're going to be like, why aren't they engaging with me? Why aren't they liking my live? Why aren't they commenting? What's going on? Because you don't understand how to be an engaged viewer. And so you don't ultimately don't understand how to teach your followers, your viewers, how to engage with you. So that's why I said you got to start off as an engaged viewer and understand the rules of engagement so that you can in turn apply that and talk about that and educate your community successfully so that they learn how to engage back. Now, that takes time. Don't get me wrong. It's going to take time, but it starts off with you. Okay, so I always tell you that it starts off with you and then also starts with how you engage in content too. So just keep that in mind. All that is part of this process. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna point to it real quick because we got a few of our new people in the room. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. I appreciate you, friend. You said live post at 11 a.m. Central, Monday, Wednesday, Friday with fashion, accessories, beauty, and inspired glow up. That's it. Yes, learn from all you pros. There we go, friend. Thank you so much. So here's what I tell people: click the number of people in the room. Just click that number. If you stop on your screen, click that number. You'll see who are the top viewers. You'll see also you'll see a question mark in the corner. Okay? So this is where it kind of all starts. So you guys are hearing it from me and seeing it from me. Because a lot of times people miss that. So there's a question mark up there. As you click that question mark, it tells you how to become a top viewer. How you doing, Sassy? Hello, hello, friend. It tells you how to be a top viewer. Being a top viewer includes liking the live. That's when you're tapping the screen. Thank you so much, friend. You're tapping the screen. So you're liking the live. Right now it says 17.9K people likes have happened. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. And so it says those likes have happened. Um, as you like a live, TikTok will give you 3 points for every 10 minutes of liking. So if you are in someone's live and you are not liking their live, that's free engagement. That's just you tapping your screen. You'll get 3 points for liking it. So when you're in a live, you should always see likes happening. TikTok says for the gifts, and you see where Coach Miss Jessie and my friend Midlife, they start sending gifts because TikTok in that question mark it tells you get a coin for every gift that so you get a point for every coin you spend. So as you're engaging and sending coins, you want to be strategic about leveling up. That represents the blue box. So we'll talk about this in a second because I want you guys to understand the blue box because you guys are going to be like, Dr. Lisa, I had no clue. That's what that blue box represented. It represents your points of engagement. It represents how you are a high engager. I tell people all the time, and Coach Miss Jessie's going to say it, TikTok is messy because TikTok is telling you as a live host and telling you guys as viewers who are the high engagers. Who are the people who are high engagers in the room? Okay? So TikTok tells you that. TikTok tells you as a live host to pay attention to those blue boxes so you know how the rules of engagement as a live host, how to interact and educate your community. So if you have a whole bunch of people with no blue boxes in your room, then they don't know how to engage. So you don't get engagement. I never knew about the question mark explaining. Thank you. Oh, stay with me, Fred. You're gonna get a lot of little gems. You probably I'm assuming do you know about the blue box? Let me point that out. Let me see if you know about the blue box. Thank you so much. How you doing, DML? Appreciate you, friend. Come on in here. Thank you so much, Dana. Thank you so much for all for coming in. Appreciate the support. We are gonna engage. We're gonna get to going and commenting and stuff. So we're gonna talk about all things going on. Yes, TikTok is messy. Blue box next to my name. Yes. So midlife. Let's go there, friends. Since you said blue box next to my name, that tells me that that is not that it's totally you noticed the blue box next to your name, but you probably didn't know much about what that blue box represents. So let's talk through that real quick. Thank you so much for the engagement, friend. Appreciate you. So we're gonna get started. Hold on, my computer did time out. Hello, friends. How are you? My pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you, consistency and engagement, friends. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate that. Let's keep the consistency and engagement going. Let me know if you have questions. Blue box next to my name. Let's do this real quick. If you're curious about the blue box, so comments matter. I just showed you the question mark. Tells you clearly how you doing, class with Galaxy. It tells you clearly your comments. You get 3 points every 10 minutes. Okay. So when you go live, you want to make sure your community knows how to engage with your live, that they are commenting, that they're liking the live. That means you guys are tapping the screen, that they're sharing the live out. Again, that's engagement. That's helping TikTok to know you're actively in the room and is supporting the live. And then when you are gifting, let's power share the live out. And then when you're gifting, you get points for that. So we're going to talk about the blue boxes. And then the power share, here's where you can support the live. If you press down on my nose or in the middle of the screen, you can share the live out to all your followers, all your supporters. This is a way to do it. And so as a live host, you can see your followers and your supporters. You can share it out to them and let them know you are going live. And this is a way they can support your live. Okay. So you can send that out. I just sent it to over 10 of my friends. And so Just know, as a live host, you want to share your live out, and then you want to invite your viewers to share your live out as well. Okay, so that your live can see. You said, "Let's go," so that people can see in a very intentional way how to support the live. Okay, so all that's part of it. How you doing, Jamie Lee? Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Hey there. So all that matters, that's engagement that matters, so people will see you and come in. So my friends who are new, thank you for sharing out the live. Thank you so much, class with Kelsey. Appreciate your friend. So people who you say hey. So people who are sharing out the live, you're sharing it out. Now if you click the daily heart me, that heart plus, you instantly follow the live host. So you need a coin to do that. You instantly follow the live host. And then you also are going to get instructions that will pop up the screen. It'll tell you how to be a fan club member. That's what it means, is becoming part of this community. So you essentially are going to get points for commenting. Thank you so much, friend. You'll get points for sharing out the live. So those points now are built into there. You'll get points for your likes as well, and for your gifts. That's part of the community. Being part of the community, that's the fan club. But know that that is built into how you are growing and supporting this live, but also how you're leveling up. So let me go now. We're gonna go to the blue box. So if you are curious, thank you so much, friend. Where does the points we get go? So the points for the fan club, if you click your fan club, you can see how you're leveling up and how you're collecting points there. Um, if you click your blue box, have you, okay. So let's do this. Anybody in the room who does not know what the blue box is, I'm going to show you the points for the blue box. Do me a favor, put in the word hi, H-I, something really simple and quick. We're going to put a comment in. So put a comment in like H-I. Once you put that comment in, I want you to click your photo. You're going to click your own photo of where you put your comment in. How you doing, midlife? Once you click your photo, your mini profile pops up. I want you to click your level. Your level 14, your level 20, whatever your level is, click your level. Once you click your level, a blue screen pops up. Okay? So the blue screen is where your points are. It tells you how many points you collected. There's going to be a forward slash symbol. Thank you so much, friend. That tells you the total amount of points to get to level 15, to get to the next level. And then underneath there, that's what you really want to pay attention to, because those are the experience points. The experience points for engaging in a live, how you grow. A lot of it is gifting. Okay. I'll tell you this, there's a question mark in that top corner too on that blue screen. Okay. So I don't tell you stuff that's not already there that you can't find it yourself. But there's a question mark in that blue screen. It breaks down your whole level as a viewer of your engagement, and why you're collecting points, and how you're leveling up, and how you're able to give gifts that other people can't give as you increase in your levels. It also says essentially, when you get high level engagement, 25 and above, you can fly in, so it gives you a special recognition. So TikTok wants this to be a fun. This is a kids app originally. It ain't kids apps no more, I'll tell you that. So it's not a kids app anymore, but it was originally built for engagement, building community. So it's teaching you how to engage. And so as you level up, you want to level up. Because as you level up, more people are going to engage with you because you're a high level engager. And as you go to other rooms, people will see that and they understand what to look for when it comes to those blue boxes. You said, oh my geez, I'm learning all these things. You're like, Dr. Lisa, where you been all my life, friend? But yeah, so I'm not telling you something that's not there for you. Now you need to know how to take this and apply it. Yeah, thank you, you're welcome. You need to take this and apply it. You said exactly. Because if you're gonna go live, you're gonna be like, why aren't people talking to me? Why aren't people engaging? Why aren't people? You gotta educate them. You gotta say, guys, let's comment. Guys, I want you guys to get engagement points. Guys, here's the question mark. Here's where you can learn how to get points for liking my live. Hey guys, let's make sure we're sharing the live out, because that's gonna bring more friends in the room. But also, if you're a fan club member, you get points for that. You know what I'm saying? All that is part of how you educate your community. And so if they're not engaging back, Dr. Lee should check my bio out. You did it, friend. You said I did it. Gwen, look at you. Okay, so what happens on my live? What happens for me? I can't see the full live. So I see you do have oh wait a minute, it went away. Why did it go away? Hold on. Okay, now it's there. It says, "Welcome to Gwen's studio. In my business." No, then it got cut off. That's all I see is in my business. But what's your business, friend? What's the studio? Because I don't know why it doesn't show the whole bio. It always gets cut off, so I only can see like the first 20 words or so. It's not extensive. From the hosting side, I feel stuck on D2. People are engaging, but I think I need more gifting. Yes, that's it. You need more gifting. You need more diamonds. Diamonds. That's what happens with the leagues in D2 and stuff. You need more diamonds. You need more engagement in your life. Thank you so much, Lavon. I appreciate you, Gwen. Congratulations. Congratulations on that, friend. That's what it's all about. You got a bio. You got a bio. So people are gonna be like, okay, Gwen. Gwen, why does it? Hold on, 1 second. It pops up. Why is TikTok being funny? One time, I press it, it shows no bio. Then when I press it, it shows up. I wonder why it's doing that to me. That's interesting. Help ladies, how cute on a budget with jewelry. Okay, help ladies, cute on a budget with jewelry. Look at you. Look at you, friend. Congratulations. How do you get people to give in a polite way? In a polite way. So there's a couple strategies here. Okay, so first of all, as a live host, you can set a live goal. Okay, I got the mustache hat. I'll put the mustache hat. Let me go back a step. The reason I put the mustache hat is because if you click my photo here, every for real, thank you. You're so welcome, friend. So every time you come into a live host room, they have a gift gallery. On Mondays, the gift gallery renews. So you have a gift gallery. People can become title gifters. There are people who pride themselves in being the title gifter. They want to be the number one person in a live. They want to see themselves hung up at the top as a title gifter. Wiley and Perfect, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the daily heart, my friend. Um, and so they want to see themselves as the title gifter because it shows in this bright purple that you are the top gifter. How you doing, Vicky? How you doing, Coach Vicky? And so all that matters. So title gifter is a big piece of it. So on Mondays it renews. It renews every Monday at midnight. Thank you so much. Hello. And so as it renews, people will come into a live and click that to give out. Thank you so much, Wiley and Perfect, to give out the title gift. So oftentimes you will put a gift that you need for your gallery as your live goal. It's called your wish box essentially. But your live goal, you want to put that in there as you're helping people recognize that hey, my gift gallery will light up if you put those type of gifts. So that is a strategy that people use. So as the week goes on, you'll see people intentionally put certain gifts from their gift gallery that they're still missing. I will say this now. We it's something that you can be strategic about, especially if you are part of a community or room where people are being very conscious about the gift gallery and people will rotate and support the gift gallery in making sure that they light it up as people are going to each other's gift galleries. So that is a strategy that some people employ so that their gift gallery is already always lit up and always complete essentially. Um, that takes a little bit of coordination. That takes a little bit more of coordination to make sure that that happens. But that is something that does happen in these TikTok streets. It does help the room. You said, "Wow." It does help the room in terms of your room having your gift gallery. Um, I'm not going to say it's going to make your room start rooming a lot, but it does help. It does help to have your gift gallery complete. So just keep that in mind. That is a strategy that people will have. Um, but when you're thinking about your wish box, you probably want to make sure that there's a correlation there, okay, between your gift gallery and what's needed and what's still missing. So just kind of keep that in mind. Um, TikTok will also give you a flash goal. Now, the flash goal is something that will pop up. It's random. I like to say every 15 minutes. TikTok has done it in an hour for me. So it's just really random. TikTok has given me the heart me at some point too, where a lot of my people they come in as fan clubs, they click the daily heart me, and so it's been a mixed bag in terms of the flash goal and being able to complete the flash goal just because of the way my room has operated recently, especially with leaving the agency and some other things that I've changed. Well, leaving the agency mainly. So just keep that in mind. That is another strategy. Thank you so much for the popular vote, friend. That is another strategy where if you are, if you are, what was I about to say, Lord? The gift gallery, and then the flash goal, that's it. So the flash goal, if you are not completing the flash goal, just kind of keep that in mind. You want the flash goal complete, so you want to tell people, hey, my flash goal is going on, and you can also have that sitting there, so you want to remind your people, and then pin it too. Okay, so pin it if you can. You won't be able to get it all the way all the time complete, but you could try. Okay, so I would say definitely make a concerted effort. um, Let me know. Hold on one second. I TikTok rebooted my not TikTok. My computer rebooted, so I am not in my on my screen. So helpful. Thank you. Um, what I will tell you also, let me say, my friend Coach Rhonda. Um, I think it's going to be important for you just to make sure you're thinking strategically about your live goal. Make sure you're correlating that to your gift gallery. Make sure you're thinking intentionally about having goals that you can put up there that people will achieve for you. So think about what coin amount that you're using. Maybe there's some variation that you want to use there too. Especially if your room is a newer room and gifting is still evolving for you, just think of it that way. Dr. Lisa, do you teach from an outline? No. No, I don't. I should, huh? Because I teach y'all to have outline, but I don't do it myself. So yeah, I don't. I don't. It's a lot of stuff is just in my head at this point, and so depending on the question, I'm able to. You said okay, so I'm able to just kind of memorize it and just know what's going on. You said thank you. What is the downside of not filling your gift gallery? You know, I've heard a mixed bag about it, and so I'm not going to say definitively what will happen, what won't happen. I've heard a mixed bag on it because essentially TikTok, we are in a TikTok economy, and so TikTok also gets a percentage of your gifts. Don't get me wrong, they get a percentage of it, but I do think people say they see a little bump in their engagement and in their room numbers when their gift gallery is completed early in the week. And so as the week progresses, they'll see a little bit more, um, uh, you know, engagement that comes through. Maybe their room may go to the FYP. There's some other things like that. So it could help the room. I think if you're looking at your league and you want to league up, that's going to help it league up too. Battling also helps league up too. You're getting a lot of diamonds and points. But as you're growing in your gift gallery, just know that that is interesting in term. It is a correlation between how many diamonds you're getting for as you're leaguing up, and what's the expectation for you to fill that gift gallery. Because TikTok is thinking like, hey, your room is rooming. People are really loving what you're offering, and so your expectations that you will be able to league up. So just kind of keep that in mind. You league up because people are supporting your live, and if you're being really strategic about it, you'll grow with more support. If you're doing battles and other things like that, you'll see that growth happen as well. Yeah, so um, let me know if there's questions. I appreciate you all, but I don't want you to say I don't want to tell you definitively that, oh, all of a sudden you'll have all these people in your room because you're fulfilling your gift gallery. I do believe there is some growth there though that happens from it. Thank you. Can you please speak into agencies? Oh, see, you getting all the look at you, friend. You coming in trying to get all the answers. So appreciate you asking that. I am actually, let me see something. I'm actually in the process of creating an agency, so I'm trying to get approved. I haven't gotten approved yet. I think what's happened though is that I left an agency back in May. My official last day, I gave them a 30-day notice at the beginning of May. My last day was May 30th. I left them because I didn't like all the things that I was experiencing with them. And so I submitted an application to be my own agent. I'm still waiting to hear from it. When you leave an agency, you have a 60-day period. I call it a penalty, but you have a 60-day period that you cannot go to another agency. So the next time I can go to another agency, it's August 1st. I'm thinking that's probably why I haven't heard anything yet, but we'll see. I'm going to continue to ask questions and see if I can get some more answers, if I can get some answers. So we'll see what happens. But that's my thing right now, trying to get an answer about starting my own agency based on the application I submitted. I'm trying to be a good student. There we go, friend. What is story? Um, Levon, what you mean in terms of on your? Are you talking about on the home screen on your profile when you hit the plus mark for your photo? You can put a story in. Stories go tend to go to your followers and your friends. That's where stories go, and it's a way for you to directly communicate with them. Yeah, so it's a way you could post a message, you can send a photo, you can do multiple things, but you're communicating for the most part to your followers and friends. That's who that communication goes out to. Now, obviously, they can share it out to other people, but that's who the communication is going to. And so people say posting your story for more engagement, especially if you're going live and you want to make sure your community knows about it. So that's another way to talk directly to your followers and following. Yep. This is the Learn and Earn room. There we go, friend. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for coming in and supporting the live. I appreciate all the follows. How you doing, dearest? Appreciate your friends. Dearest love. How's everything going? And so that's what the story is. In terms of agencies, what I will tell you, I did post about this. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. You said, I'm new, Dr. Lisa. I just been engaging because you got 3,800 followers, friends. So you are clearly in these TikTok streets. But you're like, look here, I'm still figuring this thing out. Let me know if you have any other questions, though. What is suggested co-host? I see a red dot by it. What is suggested co-host? When you're live, Miss Darlene, is that what you're saying? TikTok sends you a notification of other people who are live at the same time, and they will, if you click it, you can send a notification to them to see if they want to co-host. I think that's what you're asking or are referring to. So yeah, I think that's it. So you're talking about when you're live, though. I am doing well. Appreciate your friend. Yeah, let me know if that's what you're referring to. You said you see it now. Where? Where do you see it at? No, no, no. Is it in this little box here? As a viewer, you see it. I don't know. I don't know. As a viewer, why would you see co-host? But maybe TikTok knows you a live host. What I touch? What I touch the arrow? Which arrow? Down here, the arrow for sharing out the live. Yeah, I yeah yes okay. Yeah, the only thing I can assume is that, how you doing, humble rich peace? Yes, I see that also. Only thing I can assume is that that person is live right now. Maybe that's the only thing I can see. I don't see it as I don't see that as a live host. So I don't see it that way. So the only thing I can assume is that person may be live right now and they're sharing information. I mean, TikTok is sharing information with you that that person is a suggested co-host, somebody you can co-host with if you went live. Oh, I see it too. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think. Like if TikTok is giving you a recommendation, that person has a red dot next to their name. So when I click the arrow, what I see is green dots next to certain names. People who are live, people who are active. Like Coach Miss Jessie, I see you're here. So I know you're a green dot's next to you. So there's a green dot next to a lot of people as I scroll past, and I am assuming those people are um, actively on the app, but it doesn't say co-host or anything like that to me. You said must be new, must be a new feature. It could be. TikTok's changing things all the time, y'all. Maybe it's a new feature. Yeah, yeah. And so if you guys are mentioning it, it must be something that maybe we had never seen before, noticed before, or it is a new feature. Hey, I'm okay. Checking in and out, showing up to all my content creators. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Yes. So let's see. I wonder if this is how people find who to battle. So Miss Vicky, not by another name, not by another name. Say that again. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Thank you so much for asking. Appreciate your friend. It says the way to suggest your favorite host to go live at same time. Still confusing. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So essentially, if you are a live host, it's suggesting other co-hosts, not a guest, other co-hosts to go live with. So And so to Miss Vicky's point, if you co-host traditionally, that is where you're going to battle. So yes, so I could see that being the case. But if you are live at the time as a live host, you click host, and then you can see who are your friends or followers. So when I click that, it says friends. I got 22 friends right now that I can click to see if they will be willing to battle with me. And then after those 22, it gives me suggested creators. So those suggested creators, I'm going to click it, ignore the results. Okay. And then you teaching me well, appreciate your friend. And then as those suggested creators, those are the messages that you get when people randomly click to come in your room. That's what happens. That's essentially they're clicking you as a suggested creator to go live and co-host and do a battle. Yeah, so it's by an icon. Okay. So yeah, that's what's happening there. So yeah, so as a live host, next time you guys are in your live, click host. Just click host. That's that little inter it's like that affinity symbol with the red, with the pink and the blue colors. That infinity symbol. Should I push and find out? Hey, why not? See what happens. Did I ever join your community? Did I ever join your community? What you mean, friend? Let me know. Humble rich, rich piece. What you mean? As you, what you mean as my you're one of my fan clubs. Are you talking about my I'll be back. It's just so funny. Are you talking about join my community as oh, it allows me to ask someone to co-host with you. To co-host with me. Oh. With me? Oh, so you go, so you are, yes. So you're in my room, and then they say, what does the message say? You go into their room in your business. I know, TikTok, like, wait a minute. Yes. Yes, that's what I was saying. We can suggest for you. Oh, wait a minute. So what y'all suggest? What? Wait a minute. What happens? Do y'all come up on my screen? Like, are y'all a guest in the room? Content creator asked me that. Oh, asking me that. Interesting. And you stay anonymous. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Not us. Another creator we follow. No other folks. So TikTok was like, yeah, hey, get your people to ask they people if y'all could be friends. If y'all can be friends, TikTok matchmaking. That's what's happening. So y'all gonna talk to y'all people, y'all friends, to ask if I want to go out with them, if I want to co-host with them. TikTok is a mess. TikTok like, look here, y'all, we gonna matchmake. Not us, other folks, yes. Y'all are, yeah. TikTok like, let me hook you up. Let me hook you up. Let me get your friends to get their friends. And then they gonna ask their friends if y'all, you and them, wanna be in a room together if y'all wanna co-host. I love it. Go ahead, TikTok. TikTok say, hey, we matchmaking. It's two people. It's two people, two people out in these streets. It is. TikTok is like, look here. We are building communities. So y'all got communities. Y'all got people y'all know and y'all interact with. I got y'all and some other people too. And then y'all trying to bring us all together. This seemed like my daughter when she was in middle school, when she would say, okay, mommy, I'm the friend. But my friend got their friends, and they friends they come to our group. We invite them in. So I was like, oh, okay. So y'all, but she said, I'm the main friend. You said it's scandalous, like Vivian's loving it. Vivian, you still in the room? We still laughing about that. Vivian was telling us about her. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Vivian said, I'm in love, so I can't go live. I'm distracted, y'all. I'm in love. This is the point of TikTok. Community engagement makes sense. It does. This is going to be interesting. So wait a minute. So let me say this, y'all. Y'all breaking news for me. So this is a new feature. Everybody in the room is like, okay, Dr. Lisa, we ain't seen this before. Let me make sure I understand this. So you guys, literally what you're doing is clicking the arrow. Yes. Okay. So when you click the arrow, and so for example, when you click the arrow, because I was live on Coach Miss Jessie's live earlier, so I did the power share. I shared out by clicking my nose, so I didn't click the arrow. So when you click the arrow now, you guys see a new feature there. Then, so I'm gonna have to pay attention. I'm gonna have to pay attention then and see what's going on and see what's there that you all are seeing. I do know, I mean, they had taken away the feature where you can add to your stories, but they now added it back. So I do know that that is something that they do now. Matter of fact, I should probably add to my story. And so I know that that is new. That has been reintroduced. So I just added to my own story. I just went when we played Q&A. Oh, you said you just went. You just went. We played Q&A. Went to somebody else's room. Like what happened? That quickly? What happened? He's like, oh, type. Oh, you just. Oh, you went live. Okay, gotcha. Wow. Wow. We can even promote your live. Yes, promote's been there. Now promote's been there for a minute. Now promote's been there. So promote. I do know promote. Promote is essentially your ability to um, some people think of it in this way. Like instead of sending gifts, they will say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna promote and use my money, my coins, or my money in this way, where I promote the live. I've had a few people promote my live in the past, but they'll tell TikTok a certain amount that they want to spend, and then promote the live, and then in that time, TikTok supposedly will send more people, more eyes on your live, more views on your live, and send it out to other people to come into the live. Now, I I think I struggle. I'm gonna be honest with you, with TikTok's promote feature in general, because I've done it before too, in terms of promoting somebody's live, and I don't know if you net more followers. The times it's happened for me, I don't know if you net more followers. I think there's a symbol up here that shows that supposedly more views have been sent out, but the room doesn't necessarily reflect that. So maybe that's what I would say. Did you see a difference? I've tried it twice, not again. See, I feel the same way. I, yeah, no, nothing. Um, I think it's a little bit of smoke and mirrors. I think it's a little bit of smoke and mirrors. That's my opinion on it. I think it shows two different sets of numbers, as if they are sending your live out to other people, and I don't think those are actual real people who are in the room. Okay. So I think it gives the impression that it's being sent out to more. But again, from people sharing out the live, people liking the live, people following the live, I think you get, just as much eyes, if not more eyes on your live engagement. Never 6 in the second set of numbers. Yeah. Never over 6 in that second set of numbers. Yeah. I think the second set of numbers showed the times that it was promoted showed like 45 or 46. But again, that wasn't a reflection of who was in the room. Like I said, I think it's a little bit of smoke and mirrors. How long do you go live? Oh, midlife. How you doing, friend? You said, Dr. Lisa, I got questions. I never answered your agency question either. But let me know if you have a specific question, because I always talk about what you should do as a new person in terms of doing your research. So that is my key takeaway for agencies, but I'll talk about that more. To Typically I go live 90 minutes to 2.5 hours at max. I try to go uh, more. I might have pushed it to 2:45, 3 hours, something like that, but not much past that. If I was to look right now, I've gone live an hour and 26 minutes, so almost 90 minutes. And so I'll probably stay on to about 5, maybe 6 o'clock. I'll probably stay on today. It's about 6 o'clock. So, yeah, so 90 minutes to 2 hours. I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of my live um, timing because I need to start making sure that I'm also producing more content, doing more engagement. I'm doing some other things. TikTok shop is also something I'm doing. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm being intentional about how much I spend in one space when I could be spending time in other spaces too. So hold on one second. Research for agency. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's it. Just dropping off your daily heart mate. Good luck to you. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate the support. So here's what I say. Research really meaning that as people are going to come to your live, as you are becoming a new live host, a lot of agencies want you to go live. At least, I mean, so GQ in particular, they want you to go live at least 20 days out the month for about an hour each time you go live. So kind of keep that in mind. Most live agencies, creator network programs, that's what they're under. Most of them want you to go live at least um, a few days out the week, maybe 3 to 4 days out the week, if not more frequently than that. Like GQ is more frequently. Is it easier to go live than to make videos? Here's my take on that. For me, it's easier to go live. I think so. How you doing, Trish? Appreciate you. I think it's easier to go live because what I say is that your live content, your live recording, can become content for you. So that can become content for you. So you can take this live recording, and then use it as a clip that you can put on your page. You also can use it as clip and content for your other platforms. So the TikTok gives you this whole live recording. You can make it long form content for the YT, or you can take clips of you talking and engaging and connecting with your audience, and put that on your other platform, or your make it a TikTok. And so because of that, you get content this way. Now, the content over here to me, especially with the live clips, I try to be mindful about how I use them. I try to clip them up a little bit. I've tried to do like some zoom in features and some other things to make sure that it's a little bit more dynamic. So I'm trying to be intentional about that. But overall, you want to make sure you're adding value and sharing a message with your audience so that people will stop, listen, and engage back with your live. So you want them to comment, you want them to like, you want them to share, and then ultimately you want them to follow and engage with your live stream as well and come to your live. So it does become a way for you to get content by going live. But again, you're just gonna have to make sure you then take this content and then post it for your on your page. So now I'm at a point where, because I'm doing shop, I'm trying to do more content over there as well. I do shoppable lives. So for example, I did my live to this morning. I need to sit down today. That's why I have to get off the live at some point. Sit down today and maybe take 2 or 3 of those clips from the live and post that as content. So that's my goal. And this time, make sure I don't mess up with the music and stuff like that. So I want to make sure I have content over there as well. Where do you find the recordings? Because I only find my highlights in recent live. Oh, you know what? I need to make that a video. You said good, great idea. You're welcome. I need to make that a video. It's funny. I did a screen record and I said I was going to make that a video. Here's where you do it. And so let me center myself, y'all, because this might be content. It's like, let me center myself. Let me get ready because I might use this. So we might use this, guys. So let me see. Okay, here's where you go find your live recordings. Let me start over. Ever wonder that heart popped up? Ever wonder where to find your live recordings? Follow me. I'm going to give you the tip. I'm going to use that as a clip, y'all. Wait. Okay. That might be a clip. Okay. Here's where you go. Y'all like, what the hell? Step number 1. He said we all friends. He said I'm role modeling for y'all. Keep doing. I'm learning. said a true content creator. But again, now let me back up some because you can. You said OMG. Because you can do that. I don't want you guys to be nervous and afraid. You can make this part of your live stream. Well, using this for your live stream, you can practice your content. So if you say something and nobody in the room or people in your room, you can just say, "Okay, wait a minute. Let me repeat that because I'm going to use this. Hold up. Let me take two." So that way it becomes content, so I shared a tip where you want to have maybe 3 or 4 questions, or you could have more than that, and say have a Q&A or FAQ type process where you're saying, okay, here are the 5 tips I want to give you all if you're filling the blank topic for your live stream. And those 5 tips, you can clip those and make that content, y'all. So yeah, absolutely. That's why live is better. These retakes were prolonged video posted. Exactly. So you can just take clips from this. That's exactly what you want to do. So now I don't know if I'm able to use this as a clip, but I might try to. The laughing and all, I might try to, but we'll see. Because because it occurred to me a very popular creator you are to make 25 posts per day. I could absolutely take clips and make posts. I really could. I just have not done that. But you absolutely could. You could make clips. But you could be a little bit more intentional. So sometimes I get to talking and educating and we're having a conversation and I forget when I said something or I don't go back to it. Or I do things where I'm saying hello to people and I have to kind of clip that out and stuff. And so it becomes a little bit more challenging. But you absolutely could take clips from your live and make it posted as content. So thank you so much, Kim Love Jones. Appreciate your friend. So you really could do that. So um he said focus doc. Yes, let me go back. Okay. Ever wonder where to let me start over. I said it so quickly. Strategic. So where are the recordings? Okay. Ever wanted to where, ever wonder where to find your recordings for your live stream? I'm going to tell you where. So here's where you're going to go. You're going to go to your profile screen and click TikTok Studio. Under TikTok Studio, you're going to see tools and then you're going to see live. You're going to be at the live home screen. I want you to scroll down. The very first box that you're going to see at the bottom after you pass through the analytics part will be live recordings. Click the live recordings, and at the top, it says your live recording. There's an arrow. Don't click the part where it says highlight and clips. There's an arrow for the title part next to it. Click that. It will show you your entire live recording. And all you have to do is take that live recording. It gives you the option to download it to your camera roll. And then you have the entire live recording for yourself. And you can make it a movie clip, put it on your YouTube, or take other clips as needed. That's where you will find your live recording. Make sure you follow, like, and comment if you've ever used the live recording feature before. So we'll see. We said, dang. You said Oscar worthy. You said, great job, girl. Girl, look at you. So we'll see. We'll see. I might use that. I may have to split it up a little bit. Funny. You said that was great. So what I no, but for real talk, what I did was a screen record of that. It's in my camera roll. I did a screen record because somebody else asked me that. I was like, they was like, you need to show it. I think that was like a couple days ago. Somebody said it in a live. They said, you need to show us where to do it. And I said, you know what? I never thought about that because here's the thing. And granted, I say I'm still a beginner. I'm still very early in this process. I'm not somebody who got millions of followers. I don't have that million viral video count. I don't have that yet. So just recognizing that I'm still new, but there's people who are newer than you. And there's people who will still ask questions like that, not recognizing that, you're thinking like, oh, I used to live record all the time, but there are people who still trying to figure it out. Like, where's my recording? Or I click the highlight and clips and not realizing that there's an arrow right above that has the full recording that you can download. So yeah, so that's something you want to pay attention to, but at the same time, recognizing that there's always someone newer than you. I have learned the most from your live, from you doing a live. Appreciate your friend. I have to go. I'm back to catch another one again soon. Appreciate your friend. Come on in. That's what we do. We just pull up a seat and we just start talking. You said really? Say that again. What's the really, Kim? What you saying? Full? Oh, yeah, the full recording is there. Yeah, yeah. Bye, friends. Bye, friend. Yeah, the full recording is there. And here's why I know that people overlooked it, look it, because on my shop page, I literally, if you guys go to my shop page, Dr. Lisa Shops, I had some clips that I did from my live, and I literally kept hitting the highlights and clips, and I was like, wait a minute, where's the live recording? And I realized I had to click that arrow above. That's what it was. So I know for a fact it's there because I just did it in like the last 48 hours because I know I had to do it too. I have to go back and be back to catch you again. Okay, wait. Keep me in mind for your agency. Oh, I appreciate that, friend. I will. We gonna see what TikTok brings my way. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much. Bye, friends. So yes, I downloaded all my recordings when Dr. Lisa taught us that. Yep, yep. OMG. So yeah, go back and get the whole recording. Where can you put your other accounts on your page as links? Oh, Trish, let me understand your question. Where can you put your other accounts on your page as links? Your other TikTok shop or your other TikTok accounts? For people to go to your other pages? You really can't. I think that's what you're saying. Unless you have an external, like a link tree or something like that, you really can't. Your other accounts, you don't link to your TikTok. Now, as your profile, you could toggle between them, but you really can't um, post them unless you have it under like your link tree page. So for me, I probably would create maybe a link tree or someplace where people know about my shop page the same way they know about this account too. You said, Diamond, hey, Dr. Lisa, support comes two ways here and on TikTok, on YouTube and TikTok. Diamond went over to my YouTube page. Dr. Lisa, launch your income, same name as here. I'm on YouTube. If you are not following me, follow me over there as well. Thank you so much, friend. Um, you said I just learned of recordings our last 30 days. Yes, so last 30 days is your recordings. Yep. They still don't let you know. Um, they still didn't let me know. No, no. There's another webinar on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna go and stalk them there. So we'll see. Um, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on one second. Let's see. Um, Hold on one second. That sneeze still wants to come out, but I don't know if it's gonna come out. So Trish, you said other TikTok accounts. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't think there's a way. Somebody else in the room, let me know if I'm missing something. I think you got to do it on an external way. I don't think there's a way for people, like for Trish to know that I have my Dr. Lisa Shops account from this page. I don't think there's a way unless I posted in my story. I put a note about it, which I did today because I had the other live that I did. And so there's no way you would know that I have that page over there unless I tell you. Yeah. You said I do have a link tree. So yeah, you can put in your link tree. That's a way to do it. Dr. Lisa, do you use a different account for shop? I do. I do absolutely. Yeah, because TikTok will, and that was part of when I said I had a lot of stuff going on in the month of May, I left GQ. I started the shop page. My algorithm was all screwed up when it came to this account because I was using it for standing up the shop page. So yeah, remember I said I had my faceless account. So I converted the faceless one into a face forward because I'm face forward now into a face forward TikTok shop account. So that's the one I transitioned. I hid those videos. I made those videos private, and then I'm starting to post videos for my shop content. and then I go live. So I went live today. So today was a live that I did at 10 a.m. So instead of doing my 10 a.m. here, I went live over on that account. So at 10 a.m., I'm going to do it tomorrow and Wednesday. And I showed my air fryer, the Tefal infrared air fryer, and we did a cooking demo. So it was fun that too. It was so much fun. Yes, I go back and forth on that. Yes, she was amazing. Thank you so much. Got it. He said I'm back. Is it okay to post a picture of other TikTok accounts as a post? You know what? I think the short answer is um, yes, you can. I did it. I stopped doing it because I felt like that was compromising this account. So when I stopped, I try my best not to commingle these two accounts because this is my primary, and because I was talking about shop, this account started having a lot of shop content. It was coming in terms of my FYP page. It was doing a lot of shoppable stuff, and I was like, that's not what this page is about. So I couldn't get away from it. So I stopped kind of promoting and commingling. Now it's fixed itself for the most part. I don't know if that was actually a problem. I think some other things I was doing, like going to the shop, doing some things for TikTok shop. I was actually sitting using this account as a moderator for my shop page. So there were some things I was doing that I think was it very intentionally telling TikTok I wanted TikTok shop on this account, and I was doing things like that. So I try my best to separate the two, and I don't try to commingle them. So I would say to answer the short answer to your question is you can. I need to watch that web inaccurate as well. I need to watch that web inaccurate as well. What does that mean, friend? I missed something. Phone call, be back. Okay, yeah. You said, thank you so much. Autocorrect, I need to watch the webinar as well. Yes. Webinar for what? TikTok agencies? Let me know. Is it okay to post a picture of it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm back. Um, do you get gifts on the other account? Yeah, yeah, I get gifts. Yeah, it's still growing. It's still growing, but yeah, I get gifts. People send gifts. People support the live daily heart me's. Yeah, yeah, all that's happening. Um, you could do a flash goal. The flash goal pops up. Yeah. You can set a live goal. I do. I set the daily heart me as my live goal just to kind of keep that going. How can you tell how many likes people your live likes your live, not the overall number each person? How can you tell how many likes, not the overall number each person? Say that again. So Diamond, you're saying how many? How can I tell as a live host individual people like my live, individual likes? I can show you. Yeah. So when I reach my 12K followers, want to do the TikTok shop, and I would like to send followers. Um, Trish, yeah, so let me know. I probably, what time is it? It's almost 6. Let me do this. If you want to come back tomorrow, I'll talk about how to get TikTok shop and let TikTok know you want TikTok shop. So I'll walk you through that process so that you are able to get TikTok shop. So let me know. I talked about it yesterday. So come back tomorrow. Let's talk about it tomorrow because I want to kind of be thorough. But I'm gonna try to get off at around 6 o'clock or so. So in the next 8 to 10 minutes. Two other accounts where I do health education. Not sure yet how I'm gonna do it. Okay. Yeah. I go live every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, so I'll be back at 4 tomorrow. I need to go live more on my other account. Yes, yes, you definitely need to go live. Start going live on an individual likes. Okay, let me show you, Diamond. Okay, what time? So 4 p.m. Eastern. He said I had to recharge. I appreciate you, friend. Okay. Yeah, I'll walk you through, and then we could talk a little bit more about TikTok Shop, just so you have that information. I go live tomorrow. I'm going to go live at 10 a.m. on my shop page. Thank you so much. Look at you, friend. I'm going to go live on my other page at 10 a.m. I talked a little bit about a shop there. I answered a few questions. Only thing about shop is that you really got to try to talk about the products as much as possible. You can have some small talk, storytelling, some other things you can do. But again, when you're pinning the product, you want to talk about the product that's pinned. You want to make sure you're being attentive to the products as much as possible. Do you still go live in the morning over here? So yes, TikTok had me in the shadows, still has me in the shadows. But yeah, um, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. 10 a.m. this week, not the whole week, but definitely Monday, today, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm going to be on my other page doing my TikTok shop. I'm doing cooking demos with the air fryer. So that's what happened today. Today was the first time I did it. Thank you so much, friend. And so I'm going to do that moving just for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's also a way to test out if I want to switch my 10 a.m. to a shop live. So I'm paying attention, trying to see if that's what I want to do. Because the 10 a.m. was always kind of an add-on, especially when I was promoting. I am still promoting, but especially when I promote my other resources, other ways to get access information, especially my newbies with digital marketing. So it's this was that was my promo. Whereas this 4 o'clock was always focused on being new, giving tips, strategies, all the things like that. So recognizing that the two time frames had a slight difference to them, and the 10 o'clock always somewhat underperformed to the 4 p.m. The 4 p.m. was always a little bit more superior to the 10 a.m. in terms of views and engagement and stuff. So I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to do shop as an alternative. Turned out I can't do my shop on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week because my husband and I are doing like a small cruise for my birthday. My birthday is on Monday, the 21st. So that's essentially why I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, and I took the 10 o'clock time frame. I took the 10 o'clock time frame also because I'm doing the cooking demo, and I had to do it earlier before my son came home because he would be all in the camera. Thank you all, friends. Appreciate you. So I had to switch it. I had to switch it, and that's why the 10 o'clock got picked and selected. So the 10 o'clock was because of little guy being in my business, and he would want to be in the camera. 10 a.m. Eastern. Can't remember your zone. 10 a.m. Eastern. Eastern. I am in Florida, Orlando, Florida. So I'm a Florida girl right now. Originally an Illinois girl, Chicago girl. So, but yeah, Florida is where I'm at. So Eastern. I want to see the cooking demos. I'm work on a cookbook and love to cook. Ooh, come to my live and I promote using the T-Fall. So T-Fall is a well-known culinary brand, and they have an infrared air fryer that I'm talking about, and I love it, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not being biased. I am a little biased, but recognizing that it is a quality machine. So I will say it is good, fast, everything about it I like. Yeah, happy early birthday. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you all. You guys are so sweet. I'm gonna do my 4 o'clock on my birthday. We'll see. More than likely, I'm only going to be able to do my 4 o'clock, so we'll make it a little bit more interactive. So I have to I'll do some stuff for my birthday and celebrate. We'll make it celebratory. So that's awesome. Strategic planning, yeah, that's it. Strategic planning this summer, friend. That's what I'm doing. Yes, Tifa. Yeah, it's nice. Thank you so much. It is. It is nice. So I will say this. So here's my friend. My question, Diamond, let me know if you're still with me, Diamond, because I want to answer your question. You asked a question about how can you tell how many likes as a viewer you sent. Now, no, wait, let me say that differently. Are you asking as a live host, how do I tell how many likes you sent? I think that's what you're asking me. Let me know if that's what you're asking me. So, from a viewer, I don't know if you could tell. That's a good point. I don't know if you could tell. As a live host, I can tell. So, you said I'm here, she over on the YouTube streets. You were asking as a live host, weren't you? You said you on both streets. I love it. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Make sure your crown on. Yes, Fred, it's gonna be on. Okay, so we're gonna talk from a live host view. So here's what I'm gonna do, Diamond. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna show you. So here, Diamond, look at you, Diamond. Diamond, you said, look here, Dr. Lisa, I want you to see these likes. You did 15.3K likes. Look at you, Fred. You said, let you see it, Dr. Lisa. Let me show you, Fred. I'm going to show you what I can see. And I'm going to show you, I'm doing screenshots so you can see it. I think I did two screenshots. Did I do two? And then I can see comments. I can see all things. Watch time. I can see everything. So I'm going to show you what I see. I always kind of want to make sure you guys can see it. Let's see. I don't know if I did the other screenshot, but we'll see. I do the hand raise. Let me go back. I didn't get the other one. Okay. So let me show you. I do the hand raise so you guys can see the hand raise. Here's the first thing I see. Did I do it? Hold on, I gotta come all the way out because I didn't get my other screenshot. It didn't capture it. Okay. So this is the first one. It's kind of creepy because it looked like it was my face on the screen. TikTok is messy. What TikTok do now? So here. So here it says sent 10 comments. So I can click that. You see that arrow? So when I clicked your photo, Diamond, where you said yes, where you answer my question, I clicked your photo, your mini profile pops up. I can see this screen right here. It says sent 10 comments. Okay, once I click that, let me come out of here. It shows me this screen. It shows me this screen where it says you sent 15.3K likes. See that likes? Didn't share it out, friend, but that's okay. I love you for the likes. And then it says you sent 10 comments. I'm going to show you where where your comments are too. So you can click that arrow down and I can see your comments too. And so let's see. Um, it shows you your comments. And so now those are the different comments you sent. Okay. So I can see all that engagement from you, where you've been engaging friends. You said, wow. Yeah. So TikTok tells on y'all. I know I can see it. That's okay. It's okay. I love y'all. Y'all all doing it. Vicky, Coach Vicky said, "Wow, TikTok is telling. TikTok is telling, friend." Oh, whichever to when you went over to the YT. Yes, TikTok is just messy. Yeah, but it's there. It's there. That's how you can see how people are engaging. Watch me act different tomorrow. You so silly. You said, "Look here, look here." Look here. You said, "Look here, friend." You said, "Watch me act different." I'm gonna be like, "Look here, y'all. I'm seeing how y'all engaging. You ain't shared enough. You ain't commented enough. I need you to do a little bit more, just a little bit more, y'all. Just a little bit more." We gonna share. Everybody got to do 10 shares. I'm gonna check. That's it. You said all of us, all of us. We gonna break this TikTok internet. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all so sweet. Y'all allow me to have my antics. Y'all are great community friends. I appreciate everybody who's here. So yes. That's what we doing. You said TT is be stitching, snitching. TikTok is snitching. YouTube don't snitch. YouTube, you can hide. You ain't got to comment. You ain't got to do nothing. Nobody would know you even there. YouTube, hey, like, look here. See no evil, hear no evil. We don't care. TikTok, like, look here. We all in your business. If you gonna show up here, you gonna show up and act right. I know that's right, friend. You say you're the best. Thank you so much, friend. So y'all know. So when y'all go live, y'all know your communities. Y'all can be like, "Hey, I see what y'all doing. I see what y'all not doing." Yes, TikTok makes you work. It makes you work. I will say that. I will be the first to say it makes you work as a live host. It makes you work as a viewer. If If you're gonna be here, you're gonna act right, you're gonna engage, okay? I tell people all the time when you come into a live, you and TikTok and the live host, y'all are in a straight up relationship. Okay? The viewer, the live host, and TikTok. Y'all in tell people when I say that threesome, y'all in a threesome. So the threesome is real, okay? Everybody gotta do their part. Ain't no lazy person in the threesome. So all y'all are working. You said you better work. TikTok getting very nosy. I know. TikTok sharing it. Yes. We together. So I'm teaching this in my room tomorrow. You really? So yes, that's it. Yeah, yeah. You gotta tell the folks. Tell the folks. Let them know. Let them know, hey, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna do it the right way. Okay. TikTok is tracking all that you do. TikTok says engagement means engage because the host knows. Yes. The host knows. We can see it. We see it. We see it. But it's all good. It's all good because I'm one of those people where at the end of the day, people come in, they'll engage and connect. You say, "I see you. I see you." They'll engage and connect, and they'll ask questions, and you'll see people who didn't click the daily heart me. I, I don't think they realize. I'm gonna say that in a very, you know, um, considerate way that not all people realize that that gray box represents that I can see that you didn't click the daily heart me, or I can see that you didn't reactivate your blue box, so you haven't sent coins in a while, and so I see it as, and this is what I tell people. I say your comments matter, your engagement matters. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all coming in. That will increase engagement. Yes, it will increase engagement. I mean, it depends on the audience. It depends on people's ability to they need to know how to actively engage you. To your point, Coach Vicky, they need to know. They need to know that TikTok is paying attention. But certain people want to sit back and watch, or they're multitasking. I get that too. So I just tell people like, hey, your engagement matters for your growth as much as the room's growth. So we are in this together. When I say we're in a relationship, it's a whole relationship because it does matter. And so if people are concerned about that, then they'll actively engage. Level Up Agency, how you doing, friend? They'll actively engage. They'll get a sense of what they need to do to make sure that they're growing as a viewer, and then obviously if they're a fan club member, how they are growing as a fan club member as well. I gave it a new slogan: community communicates. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that, friend. Thank you so much. Yes, look at the goal. What? Look at that. Is that's a YouTube sticker? I like that. Okay. Oh, YouTube got little tricks too. YouTube said, you ain't gonna talk bad about us. YouTube said, I got some tricks. Thank you so much. The sticker is like this little gold sticker with a diamond to it. It's cute. Thank you. Great. Thank you. Appreciate your friend for coming on in here. Um, if I'm not tapping, I'm talking. There we go, friend. There we go, friend. I love that. I love that. You said, if I'm not tapping, I am talking. And let's be clear. When she say that, my friend Darlene, she got 30 comments, y'all. She didn't did 28 shares, and then she didn't did 620 likes. Okay, so she putting in the work. Okay, she putting in the work. Thank you, Diamond. She is putting in the work. She like, look here, I'm talking, I'm tapping, and I'm sharing. How do you live on how do you live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time? How do I go live? Okay, live. How do you live? That's it, live. Um, thank you so much. Look at you. Trish says Miss Darlene ain't gonna outdo you, huh, friend? Woohoo! I saw you, Coach Jesse. I see you, friend. She said, let me get my shares up because Dr. Lisa looking. I love it. Well, wait a minute. So look here. You got a little competition now. You got a little competition because Miss Trish, she got 30 comments too. Okay, so how am I going live on both of them? Look at y'all. Y'all so sweet. Appreciate y'all with the shares. Thank you so much, friends. So, um, I'm using my tablet to answer your question. Using my tablet. Let me show you real quick. So I have my tablet. Thank you so much. I have my tablet, friend. So tablet is here, and I just use my tablet because with 50 subscribers, they call subscribers on YouTube followers on TikTok. So followers is TikTok language, subscribers is YouTube language. And so with 50 subscribers, you can go live on YouTube. So you got 50 subscribers. And I just go live, and this becomes a playlist for you guys to go back and watch. So if I said something in this live, you guys can be like, oh, wait a minute, she said this. And so that's what you can do. That's a pretty cool setup. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. So yeah, I do both of them. And then when I did my shop live, I did it from my tablet. So that's what I did. I did my tablet. So um, and my tablet is telling me I need to charge. So I'm going to have to charge it up soon. But yeah, you are teaching about TikTok on YT. Yes, I am, friend. And so it becomes a playlist. And then I'll talk about YouTube too. Yeah, I'll talk about the YT. Yeah. I give nuggets over here too. So as of late, I'll have to be honest with you, the YT has been doing more engagement. So you guys will hear me talk and connect with people. People will ask questions and stuff. People do kind of scatter off after a while when they realize that my main focus and conversation is TikTok. So the engagement will go up and down. But lately, more people have been coming in. I guess it's the summer months. People are available and looking at the YT. And so they will come over and ask questions. Yeah, ask questions and engage and want to know a little bit more. Now I did my shares too. Look at you. Let me see. Let me say. You did, friend. 28 shares. Look at you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. Look at Miss Vicky. Look at you, friend. So you guys are supporting. I appreciate all the support. That's what it matters. Yes, I want to grow up and do the things Dr. Lisa has achieved. Thank you so much. That's, consistency and engagement. That's it. Consistency and engagement, but I need to get my engagement numbers back up the way they used to be. But I think that's partially TikTok and having me in the shadows. That's what I call it. And so friendly competition, friend. I love that. Um, they not leaving me behind. I love it. Yes. I love it. Now y'all gonna make me bring out the comments. Now I'm gonna have to do that little screenshot a little bit more frequently. For the folks in the room, be like, look here, I'm watching. I'm watching y'all. I see. I see how y'all get down. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. So I see it. I see it quite clearly. Now, what we gonna do? We gonna do this. We gonna bring this lively again. Now it's time to become the tap master. There we go, Fred. You are the tap master. I'm just gonna say that now. I haven't clicked everybody in the room, but 15K taps is significant. Okay, I know you're using that tapper too, but that's okay. Hey, all of it counts. Bring me up. I have an idea. Oh, Coach Jesse, hold on one second. Okay, I missed that. Yes. You said I missed it. What you miss, Rhonda? What did you miss? You missed what I shared. You missed when I shared the comments and I can see. Hold on. How you doing, Coach Jesse? Yes, engagement is always great. Yes. Let me know what you missed, friend. You said whatever I showed. Okay, I'm gonna show it again. I'll show it again for you in a second. Hello, Coach Jesse. She said now that we have self-identified. So silly.
So look, I have an idea. Because this is all going to help all of us, right? All of us grow, and all of us, also be a part of, each other's journey. But so since this is homeroom, so I was thinking, one, we can incorporate the friendly battles, just so we can help one another, right? Because nobody like the aggressiveness out here in the streets except my auntie, my rich auntie, phenomenal. But um, that's another story. But we can incorporate the friendly battles, okay? And you can run the stats at the end of your lives, right? Um, and you can, like, you have a something you can do with for the person with the most, you know shares, or the most likes, or the highest person up there on the one and two up there.
Uh-huh.
I've seen them do the one and two up there. With Black Taboo does one. No, she does two people, and the young girl that I was telling you about, she does three people. But what happens is, here's the other caveat of it: as you even if you don't give them a gift per se, but the people with the highest numbers, when she brings them up, the people in the room kind of like engage with them and give them gifts, and also make sure that they follow them if they're not following them. But it kind of give exposure to everybody in the room, because when you bring them up, they could still, they're like, oh, okay, let me go follow so and so. So that could help your room, that could help build the morals and a little bit of fun competition. But and also it gets the engagement in the room going, because TikTok is not going to stop you, okay? We're here behind you, and we're pushing you out. For whatever reason that they're not, which we know, which we really why. But in the meantime, in between time, we this is what we can do as a community while we are still small and mighty, because we're gonna grow real big and thick and heavy. So we want to have something already in play before the crowd come. We could be ready for them when they come. So
I
that's
love it.
my idea.
I love that. I love
Tell me
that. I
what
love the thinking about it seriously. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, well, I love it. Let me say that. I love it. Um, I'm a process person, so I just want to make sure we are all gonna buy into the process. So let's do this. Just so I don't want to kind of say let's go with it right today because I don't know who wants to participate in that. So maybe there's something that we can do to send, whether it's on the Instagram or even in the TikTok DMs. Y'all can say if y'all want to participate and play along. Because I don't want to force anything on anybody. I get it. We
yeah,
all
but
are trying to do our
it's
own
not
rooms
just for
too.
your Yeah,
Okay.
it's for your room, your community standards. So, even if somebody or say, "Well, I don't want to be a part," that's fine. But that could be like just what you have like going on. As people come in, you could just kind of let them know. Because when I go in the rooms, I hear it, but I'm not like bothered with what they're doing or whatever. I just understand the concept behind
Okay.
it, and it's kind of like a part of engagement and for everybody. And like, even with the transferring of rooms, you can have different ideas. Like, we could, the person with the highest whatever. Let's see which one of the people in the community that's going to be live. Like right now, I'm about to go live. Maybe y'all could come all in my room.
That's fair.
Those who's available. Hey, we're going to transfer the room to Coach Miss Jessie, because we know she's live at this time, and she's about to go live in her room. So we're gonna do that. Just different ideas and things to support each other in the community in our journey. It's nothing bad or complicated or anything like that. It's just something that helps everyone. I think we all win in at the end, because it's helping everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, okay. Let's maybe you and I chat offline on Instagram first because I want to make sure I understand what those other rooms are doing. I don't want to execute it in a way that's not going to be, successful for
Oh
everybody.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so let's chat offline and we can
Yes,
chat
and
about
also
it.
we give a name for our community. We do need a community name.
Okay, okay. All right. I appreciate you, friend.
Okay, let
Okay.
me go. I gotta get ready to go to bar.
All right. See you shortly. Bye bye.
Okay.
All right, friends. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Trish. I see where you said you had to head out. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much, friend. I agree with it. Again, what I have, what I do here, and this is where me processing out loud. What I do here is just really wanting y'all to, like I said, I'm a learn room, a learn and earn room. I want to teach you guys how to grow and be successful. I think there is something to be said about being a community and letting us all grow together. Whether it is through battling as another form of monetization, that is something that we could do, friendly battles. Um, whether it's just teaching you guys how to grow your own pages in communities as well. So I say that in a way that um, I acknowledge and receive all the support y'all give me, and I love it, love it, love it. And recognizing that at some point you guys will fly off and do your own thing too, and you can come back, and you're welcome to come back each time. But I don't want to make people feel as if they have to do anything that is not something that they were really. I don't want you to take away from what you're trying to do in your growth strategy either. So I just want to be cognizant of that. But no, I think what Coach Jesse said was a wonderful idea. We would have to just sit down and just coordinate it and just make sure that it is something people want to participate in. And again, it's not something that, those rooms to me, I'm trying to be PC in terms of how I say this. Those rooms to me are not always teaching about how other people can become live hosts. I said it. So just recognize that that's not my intent. My intent is for you guys to be successful and do your own thing. And so because of that, Dr. Liz always got to get real. Thank you so much. Right. Right. I agree. I agree. Yeah. So just know that is a strategy that they do. You want us to graduate? There we go. And so that at the end of the day, that's kind of how I set this out to be. It wasn't always about, and I even said that in multiple lives, like you guys, y'all gonna spread your wings and fly away, and I totally get it, and I totally understand, and that's totally fine with me. I like your page. Keep sharing your journey with us. Oh, I appreciate you, friend. You want us to graduate? You gotta graduate at some point. That's awesome, and greatly appreciate it. You're welcome, friend. So I get it. I will say this, you said how yes. You were my first coach, so I still teach. That's it. That's it. And so you gotta recognize that about this process and the journey overall. So I think some of those rooms, obviously, that's not their intent. That's not what they're trying to do, and so they do things like that for sustainability, which is fine, which makes sense, which makes sense. Which makes sense. So I don't dismiss that. That's their strategy, but that's not necessarily where this is. That's not where I started this. So what I'm doing is just trying to honor the fact that that's not what I was trying to do, and then at the same time recognizing that is a good strategy. Not saying that I'm dismissing the strategy. It's a good strategy if people are looking for ways to also grow and monetize, and maybe that is something where you guys can take some of those tips and strategies and apply them in your rooms as you grow as well. So I'm trying to pair the two concepts. So I think that's where I'm trying to make sure I'm not um, you know, limiting my thinking on this too. My internet is in. I'm expecting some storms. Oh, okay, got you, friend. Be careful. I go to all year school. There you go, friend. You say I don't take the summers off. You can't tell people they can monetize and not teach them how. Exactly. Exactly. That's it. You got to. You got to teach them how. Yep. Exactly. So some rooms give anxious energy depending on the host's energy. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that happens a lot too. And at the end of the day, this has to be about how people are wanting to see themselves in this space. That's why I said the whole battling thing was never my thing either. Only because, I don't get me wrong, I was with Gravitas Q, so I got it. I understood the whole battling concept. Hello, Renee. How are you, friend? I got it. So, um, and my thinking about battling had to shift a little bit, but I got it. But it was not something I was trying to do. Whereas, to your point, some people use it as a form of desperation, and that's all they want to do is battle, 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 because they're looking at it from a quick way to earn money off their community. And I was like, that was never my intent. If I'm going to teach you how to grow your community, how to think about engagement for your life, how to think about a solution and how to create that, how to build and come up with another income stream for yourself, then you got to be able to apply that. You got to be able to do it. And so that's what I was doing. Um, when it comes to the room growth and support and stuff, I want to do that. I do. You said I always felt sick about battling. Me too. Yeah. So because TikTok has that as a way of their community and a growth strategy they built in its community fest. They do it for the live fest because that is embedded in how the rooms will get to rooming. I get doing it as a celebratory thing, doing it as something that you can make it as part of your overall engagement strategy. A few times in a month, but what has happened is that a lot of people will do that as their overall monetization focus and crutch. Um, so for that reason, I struggle with it. Would struggle with the whole battling thing, but I want you all to also recognize that um, if your room is going to activate and if we're going to play in the TikTok sandbox, if we're going to play in these TikTok streets, then we're going to have to make sure that we're also being strategic about growth and getting more people and more eyes to the room because that's how the algorithm is favoring you know those rooms. So just understanding that piece of it too. you know Again, it's like if you are going to be on any of these platforms, you got to kind of know the rules of engagement. And so because of that, I acknowledge and respect the fact that people come up with some great ways to build community and engagement, but at the same time, they're doing it so that they can also appease the algorithm. So part of it is that you got to appease the algorithm if you are going to continue to play in the sandbox. So I that's why I said, Coach Jesse, let's talk about it. Let me make sure I understand what's being done, and I don't want to take it in a direction that takes us totally away from why we're here and what we're trying to achieve. Yeah. So yeah, the friendly battle thing, it can be friendly. The way we did it for Community Fest is it was very much that. Um, but just being, you said for sure, yeah, just being acknowledging that the algorithm may need us to do a little bit of that for engagement purposes, and then from an agency perspective, I will say this: even with those webinars and stuff, it seems as if a lot of agencies kind of lean on that as a crutch because again they're trying to get in quickly, get whatever they can from the live host and keep it moving. So I don't want that to be the perception either. If that's something that I'm trying to aspire to be an agency to, it's the battling. I don't want that to be a big piece of. Like I said, I think that can be a strategy. What I would like to have is just a list of different strategies. I don't want to just have one or be a one trick pony. And a lot of those agencies are one trick ponies. That's just the way I feel about it. That was my experience, and that's what I've observed as well. So, hello again. How you doing, Katie? It was fun and friendly in here. Thank you so much. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It was fun, friendly. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't anything where people felt. Hopefully, people didn't feel like um, distress from it or anything like that because that's part of it too. I think people kind of build it up to be this stressful situation, especially as they are competing with other live hosts, and then their community feels that pressure too. So again, that shouldn't be the case. Um, all right, friends, it is 6:30. Oh my gosh. It is 6:30. I just looked at the time. All right, so I so appreciate everybody in the room. Thank you so much. You guys helping with the live. Thank you for the community. I appreciate you all. Coach Jesse, you said you're about to go live. Let me know. We have a different vibe. We do. We do. That's just the energy here. We do. Can you show the screen again? Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, Coach Rhonda. Here's what I said. So here's what I did. Our friend Diamond, she was like, "Did I see how many likes she sent?" So what she has is a new tapper. So her tapper is really, really activated. So let me see. Diamond, you still in the room? I'm gonna click you again because I know you were tapping away, friend, with that new tapper. Say hi for me. Let me see if you can put a comment in. Oh, I thought you were on. See, no, no, no. I'm on Eastern time zone. Eastern. So Diamond, are you still in the room? Let's see. Talk about Stan Store. Talk about Stan Store. In what way? Let me. Diamond, you're here still. Yes. Let's see. Diamond. Okay, I see. I'm gonna screenshot you there, and then I'm gonna hit your comment. Ooh, look at you, Diamond. 22.7K likes. Yes, and you can see her 17 comments. Okay, so I'm gonna screenshot. I screenshot. Oh, talk about my stand store. Talk about my stand store. Let's see. I'm gonna talk about my stand store. Let me let me say this real quick about the stand store. If you click my photo here, my mini profile pops up. If you click my profile again, it takes you to my main profile. It takes you to my stand store. Coach Jesse told me to talk about my stand store because anyone who wants to get the bundle, schedule appointments, do any of that with me, you can do it. Um, I know, so she probably said that also so I could show it. Just because of the timing, I won't show it unless you need me to show it. Let me know if somebody needs me to show it. What I will do is spend a little bit more time tomorrow. I'll talk about shop tomorrow. I'll talk about the stand store. Coach Jesse, we did our one-on-one yesterday, and what the feedback I was given is that they want me to talk about it a lot more because they're still learning how to build theirs up. They're still learning and growing in terms of how to tell people about it, talk about it, but also understanding what is all available for them. So that's part of it. I'm going to set up an appointment soon. I need to get a stand store. Okay, friend. You do for your community. Yeah, you should be having multiple offers. You should have multiple offers now. You should have been having multiple offers. So yes, Deb. Now, how are you, Fred? How you doing, Visionary? So yes, and so I need to start talking about that more because I was in the shadows. A lot of you guys had gotten the stand. You gotten the bundle for me. I have the coaching packages now that I just launched. Actually, this week I launched. It's an engineer introductory price. It is a soft launch because what I'm doing is building a lot more content around it. And what I want to do is I'm gonna start talking about it a little bit more. But I knew I was doing my trips coming up, so I knew it was gonna be a start and stop. So I'm gonna start talking about it a lot more. Yes, I know that's why I'm back in class. He was like, let me go back home. I feel your friend. He was like, there's so much stuff I should have been doing. Yes, you got it, friend. I'm here for you. So so with that, I'm gonna start talking about it. I just need to. I'm gonna build more time. I've been answering questions for you guys. So what especially with the room not being as activated right now as it was before, I didn't want to continue to say the same stuff about the store if that's not what you guys needed. But the feedback I heard is that people was like, "Hey, we need to still learn, Dr. Lisa. There's some stuff we are missing in terms of how to do it, how to create it, what does it look like?" So I'm happy to talk about that. So we will definitely make that a point to do moving forward. Um, and then people who still are trying to purchase or haven't purchased, now you can understand now how this could look for you. We are now ready now. Yes, we are. And so I think that's part of it too. Thank you so much for that, Coach Vicky, because the reality is not until you're out there doing it on a regular, consistent basis, you realize, okay, wait a minute, there's some other elements and pieces of this I could be doing too, that now I get why she was doing this. Did you think about group coaching? You said, Kim, you said you gonna get back, you gonna get me into a group, huh? Kim, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. Kim, yes, you gonna convince me to do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Dr. Liz, I missed all my teaching today. um, Kim, I have not thrown out the idea of a group coaching. You got me. I get it. Because to your point, Coach Vicky, you figure Coach Jesse, you, there are people who are doing this that probably could benefit from a group environment. I was still thinking about my newbies, my people who are trying to kind of wanting some individualized attention. So that's what the bundle's about. But let me make a group. Let me make a group. I'll make a group. Let me launch it not this week. I'm gonna launch it next week. So let me work through the individual stuff too. But I'm gonna launch a group next week. So that way there'll be a group package out there too for people. And we can have people get the group package and we'll get that coordinated. Give me a couple days though, because with me traveling this weekend, I want to be able to put some thought to it. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes. I just need to work through the details and put it out there, and I'll launch it next week. Okay, because there is enough of you all who are ready for the group approach. You say yay, and that's probably better. Like I said, you said after your birthday, after my birthday, I tried to download a video. Say that again. It only allowed me to download the clips. Let me show you. Let me show. Give me 1 second, because I'm gonna go off my YouTube. Hi friends, how you doing? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for